The NFL draft has come and gone, and teams have gotten better. Some teams had some horrible drafts. Some teams had some great drafts. We're going to talk about all of it. We're going to get into the best and worst drafts that took place over the weekend. We're also going to talk about best player in each round by value and where they went. Some players fell a lot farther than you would have thought. Some players went a lot higher than you would have thought. Y'all know what time it is. This is the Press Box on Players' Choice. Let's get to it. We got Trent. We got Early. We got my dog Trey. We got my dog D-Mac coming up. We got some folks coming up with us as well. Y'all, how we feeling today?
I'm cool. It was a good draft, bro.
No, I wasn't. I'm not feeling good. Terrible first round. This is one of the weakest drafts in history. I'll say it again.
Bro,
I personally feel pretty good.
Early, why you didn't like it?
I'm talking about like normally draft boards might be a little off, but I mean niggas is just freestyling. Like, why would you, if you're the Rams, why would you go get bum ass Ty Simpson as a top 15? Bro,
I ain't get that, bro.
Move around, man. Dumbass draft, man.
It's crazy because I was always on the Falcons side with the whole like the James Pearson like in the draft thing what they did last year. And then people were like, "Oh, what if they get such and such in the draft? Blah blah blah. They get Caleb Downs. Blah, blah, blah." They got Ty Simpson. Yeah, I mean, like for what they trying to do, like it's not bad. I wouldn't have done it, but it's not bad because Stafford, bro. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, you do need a quarterback at one point.
But you can wait though. You could have waited.
Ty Simpson at 13.
Yeah, thank you. At 13,
I wouldn't have done it. I disagree. I agree.
But that was like the least surprising thing about the draft, though. To me,
I wasn't.
That's up there.
I was surprised they went Ty Simpson. Like I was surprised, but like for what? Like the nigga is getting. He is 40, bro. Like he about to be 40, bro. Like,
but he 38, and he about to got at least two more seasons. Stafford, you could have waited next year's draft. Like you didn't have to. You don't need a quarterback right now. And then again, like he said, to get it that high, bro, that high.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't.
Could have got him later.
That's what I say. At that spot. Crazy, especially with the people.
You get Ty Simpson at 13 if you need a quarterback. I mean, I need one. I need one right now. Matthew Stafford, so you can sit on the bench for 2 years, and he ain't that. All right, man. Ooh, man, that's just stupid. They were just doing stupid shit, bro.
It low key seemed like I don't know. It seemed like Sean McVay wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really like the pick.
He was dumb tight. He
didn't like the pick at all.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard a coach tell a player, "No." Like I've never heard him before.
Yeah, he said, "Let's go make history, coach."
He was dumb tight. He was dumb tight. And
even with like I said, the fact that even a Caleb, my Malik Neighbors is looking like he said he texted Caleb and was like, "We coming to get you," and y'all went and got Fano.
And then let Dallas. They got CC. They got Francis.
Yeah, but then you went and let Dallas get Caleb down. What the fuck were the Giants doing? You went and got Avery Reese for what? You could have got Sonny Styles. You need a linebacker, and then you could have had Caleb Downs.
Avery Reese was always over Sonny Styles.
Yeah,
that's cool, but you don't need Avery Reese. You literally have Brian Burns, you have Thibodeau, you have
the Giants needed a linebacker, so them getting Arvell, cool. That's not the problem with the Giants.
But what is Arvell playing? He's playing edge, right?
No. That nigga's playing linebacker. He's going to play linebacker.
Bro, if Arvell Reese drops to 5, you take Arvell Reese.
Exactly. Number one, and then we'll the draft off because I thought Carnell was going to drop down to the Brown spot.
Yeah.
With 4. I think that's what threw the draft off crazy. Because when Jeremiah Love went number 3,
wait. Well, just to get started, were you shocked that David Bailey moved all the way up to 2?
Yes.
Because remember when we first started talking about it,
we did. That was weird too.
I've been hearing the David Bailey, like once like the draft starting to creep up, it was like David Bailey. Like it was starting to like the Jets taking David Bailey was starting to like get around. So it's just like I'm not really surprised he went there. Plus for what I'm not they needed so it was a good pick to me. I'm really tripping about it. But I think through the whole draft, like started like the chaos started happening when Carnell went 4 instead of 6. I thought that's where he was gonna go.
That was weird too. But Reese has already said he playing edge. Like y'all acting like we know Reese not about to play no actual linebacker. Sonny Styles is an actual linebacker. He's an actual linebacker. Reese about to be he about to be an edge 3-4 type nigga.
Arvell say he edge. I don't think he's gonna be playing edge rusher like that. Just like it's not happening. They didn't even trade Kayvon yet. So I mean, it just depends on how they do it. Like I'm not.
No, they said they already traded Kayvon. Did they trade him?
Nah, they didn't. It's a rumor. Like the trade that happened on Twitter, that shit was fake. But it was a heavy rumor during the draft that Kayvon was on. They was in talks for trades. But nah, he's still there. And he still got
14 picks went before Ruben Bain. Why the fuck would you get injured as Jordan Tyson at 8? I'm telling you, that's not gonna be a good situation in the long run for the Saints, dog.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
If he healthy, yes, but that
fucking good. That's why he's that fucking good. I'm telling you, he's that damn good. And the Saints offense now, it's you got Tyler, Travis Etienne, Olave, Jawan, Jordan Tyson. That's a smooth ass offense, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a smooth ass offense. I don't think Ruben should have dropped the 15. I think that was crazy. But you know why he dropped the 15.
Yeah.
Here,
that arm shit is nasty.
Let's go through this a little bit so people can see exactly what happened. Let me swap out so they can see early, and I don't need to be seen at the bottom. So just in the draft order in the first round, you all. So what we got is Fernando Mendoza predictably went number 1. David Bailey, which from Texas Tech, and one of y'all can probably look it up. I don't know the last time a Texas Tech player has gone this high. I know obviously Mahomes went 10, but if you can think of it, could Crabtree? What did Crabtree go?
Crabtree went first round.
Crabtree went top 7. I would say.
Was he 15? I think he might have been 15.
Was he 15? I don't think he was. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Because what's got drafted over him that year?
Yeah, I've never seen a Texas Tech player this high. Maybe somebody can remind me of somebody else. Jeremiah Love goes to 3. Now I'm not going to lie to y'all, especially Trent. I understood this in that, okay, we don't have a quarterback yet. We already have a wide receiver 1. We got Kenya and D-Mac joining us. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Just talking through a little bit of the first round. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
What's up? Good morning, guys.
Morning, bro. Literally just about to get to you. Hey, Kenya, good to see you again. So we're getting into this. So Jeremiah Love went to Arizona, y'all, and Trent. So I actually like this because they got the best. I think they might have got the best football player in the draft, possibly. So I think the thing about this is, especially on an indoor turf, y'all, I think Jeremiah Love is about to be an absolute nightmare for like a 6-7 year period playing in Arizona. And I think that was a really good move for them. Next year, they can obviously worry about getting a quarterback, but they decided to take him a little bit earlier than people thought. I thought there was a possibility here that they could take one of the offensive linemen or end up taking one of the defensive players as well. But Jeremiah Love, obviously, is a great get. Now, this one was surprising to me. Is Carnell Tate went 4. How did y'all feel about Tate basically jumping a lot of premium players and getting up to the top 4?
Well, honestly, I think that they pick was supposed. I think the Titans pick was supposed to be the Jeremiah Love pick.
Yeah,
I think that since they got snatched, I think they say just go and how they feel. They take and they being the best offensive player outside of Jeremiah Love, and that's what they took. So I mean, I'm not mad at it because you need weapons for the Titans. You need weapons for your number 1 quarterback. You just
it's probably the last top 7 pick from Texas was Tyree Wilson. And what's your rating?
Yeah.
Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, Tyree Wilson.
Oh my gosh. They just cut in the during draft weekend.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I agree with you, Trent. I feel like you invest in your number 1 pick. Like you took Cam Ward, you want to give him somebody to throw the ball to. So I feel like picking Carnell Tate right here was perfect.
But a Texas Tech player hasn't won top 3 since 1964, and that was Dave Parks.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I feel like I said
early.
Low key. Yeah, so I kind of change it. Low key, I think the chaos started happening when Jeremiah Love got picked at 3, just because I don't think he was supposed to. I think it was supposed to be Titans supposed to take him, and then that's when all shit fell.
But did you have issues with that with Arizona getting Jeremiah Love at 3?
I did. I only had an issue with it because I really wanted the Titans to get him, but the second that happened, everything else after went sideways. Like the whole order just got messed up, and people just started reaching. Just stupid. Just reaching for players they shouldn't. They didn't even have to reach for. But I mean, we can talk about that more when we get down the list. But everything just went real stupid afterward.
Yeah, look, I mean, I as far as there we go. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Mustache.
I didn't mind Jeremiah Love, like you said. You get him, probably possibly the best football player in the draft. Could the Cardinals have wanted to trade back? I'm sure they wanted to. I don't think that anybody was coming up to get him, and I think that at that point they decided to stick and pick. I understand why they did that. As far as Carnell Tate, I love the pick. I had Carnell Tate as the number 1 wide receiver in the class. I think that he pairs extremely well with what else that they have. Obviously, they invested in Wan'Dale Robinson. He can play outside. He can go over the middle. Cam Ward, because of his arm talent, is going to trust him to make those catches that he does at an exceptionally high level as far as his frame is concerned. So I like it. And they give him a consistent wide receiver for Cam Ward to throw to, which he needed badly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm curious to see how Tate ends up working out. He's actually a lot bigger than I thought he was, D-Mac, when he listed at 6'2" and about 3/4, basically. He's a legitimately wide receiver one body. Like that's
he's got longer arms and he plays like it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. And then the Giants, they had Arvell Reese, and again, for a lot of us going into the mocks a few months ago and at least a month ago, a lot of us thought Arvell Reese was going to be number 2 overall off the board. But obviously, he's kind of a do-it-all football player where David Bailey is like essentially the best pass rusher possibly in the draft. So it made sense why that happened. Arvell Reese fell to 5. I thought that was fine, but then D-Mac, this is where I was not only right, but also I did not expect them to feel so rightly about this. They needed to move up. And the Kansas City Chiefs give up real draft capital to get Mansour Delane, which is the number 1 corner for most people in this draft, D-Mac. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I hated it. I hated the decision.
Why you hate it? No,
I hated it. And it only got worse after you saw where Ruben Bay Jr. fell to. But I thought that if you wanted to go DB, you could have stayed at 9 and, Caleb Downs went past him. I thought that if you wanted to solve one of your 2 biggest issues as far as defensive end is concerned, you could have solved that with Ruben Bain by staying at 9. So to have to sacrifice that draft capital on top of going up to get Mansour Delane, who I think is a very good cornerback prospect, a guy that will, in my opinion, be a very good cornerback in the league. I don't know if he's going to be Patrick Surtain or Derek Stingley level. Yeah, or Patrick Peterson for that matter.
Horn,
I wouldn't put J.C. Horn with some other guys. I wouldn't put J.C. Horn with those guys. But to justify that level, you have to be elite because you've sacrificed a day 2 pick and then also jumped up to go get him. So I didn't like it. I didn't like the process. But, at the end of the day, he's going to be a very good player. And that's at least something that you can fall back on as far as the decision is concerned. We'll talk about the Chiefs class, I'm sure, in general. But those are my specific thoughts to Delane.
Hey, your shit falling apart over there in Kansas City. We pray for days like this.
Yes, we do.
We pray for days like this. Shit falling apart over there.
I just think they knew. That Commanders, if that didn't happen,
I agree.
They was going to take Mansour, so I have no problem trading up and getting number. I'm not going to lie. Because they need a corner. Is what it is. Like y'all are.
Y'all got rid of all y'all corners. You gave all your corners to the Rams.
Needed in the corner. Y'all needed it. Like I
disagree with the trading up though. They didn't need to move up that much to get him though.
I get the Caleb Downs at 9 because basically how the draft went. But it's kind of hindsight. Like you got to think about what they're gonna do and what's gonna happen in the process. And again, they need because it obviously goes to show that Jamal McCoy, they not playing with the injury. That
was a crazy slide.
His shit is probably due to damn roof.
Did you see what they? We'll get to that obviously, but did you see what they said they're going to have to do if he needs another surgery?
No.
Basically, they're going to have to replace a part of another bone and put it in that area, and it's basically going to take him out for the whole year.
Who we talking about?
Jamal McCoy.
That's
what I'm saying. And if you take out a healthy Jamal McCoy in this situation, Mansour Delane is clear cut the best corner in the draft. It's not close.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't have a problem with them trading up for him, to be honest with you. So.
I think my whole process with a DMAC going into the offseason, which is why I think the Chiefs need to be paying me because I basically wrote out their draft for them. I think that I understood why we're targeting Mansour because if you look at the way he plays, he is like the best fit for what they're trying to accomplish on defense, but also if you look at the wide receivers that are inside of his division and in the AFC as well, he's the best one that you can say eventually he can be, especially in the slot. This is somebody you can actually put on somebody one-on-one, and you can run zone if you want to run shade coverage on them, if you want to run just off coverage, basic, like whatever. You can put Mansour on it and then not have to worry about it. I had him comped as Trent McDuffie.
That's what his pro comp is. That's so funny.
Yeah, and he I think he's going to be really good for DMAC, but I absolutely, was shocked that they gave us much capital for him.
Why get rid of Trent McDuffie? It don't make sense. Is it contract now? Because Trent McDuffie is still a fucking baby. He's still a baby. Trent McDuffie's 24 years old.
He's making $30 million a year. That's why.
He's cheaper.
Yeah, he's not worth that much money for what the Chiefs are asking him to do. Go ahead.
If you wanted to keep or keep a DB on McDuffie's level on your team, you could have done that. There are ways to be able to maneuver the cap to do void years as far as that's concerned. They don't want to do those sorts of things. So to go through the process of trading him to get the extra draft capital to fill other holes in your roster, in my opinion, to reallocate those resources, and then just to reallocate the resources back into the cornerback that you have to trade up to get in the top 10, that's just not a good process for me.
Right. You literally got rid of Trent McDuffie, get a Trent McDuffie like nigga. Like what? Like what? It don't make sense. We'll get a guy who they comp to Trent McDuffie and get rid of Trent McDuffie.
And he's got to be better than Trent McDuffie to justify this too.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like, but D-Mac, and I, just to be fair to Mansour, because there's obviously a lot of pressure on him. It's also becoming a top 10 corner in the league. I mean, that's like that just doesn't happen a lot. So for him to do that, if he does that, then he's obviously like exceeding his value by a lot. Like, cause that's obviously.
But it wouldn't make sense when you already had a top 10 corner.
I think you got to be a top. I think you got to be a top 5 corner to justify this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
you
corners
had
in
a
the
top
league.
5 corner
You traded up a day 2 selection and then went and got him. You have to be a top 5 corner to justify that for me.
Yeah.
If you had stuck at 9 and taken them and not sacrificed the day 2 selection, then top 10 would be perfectly fair value to return. But it's more than that that you've given up.
Yeah, so then obviously Mansour goes there. Sonny
Okay.
Style falls to 7, which I had him at 5 earlier in one of these drafts, but Arvell Reese obviously slid. I think that's really good value for the Commanders. Jordan Tyson, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Tyler Shuck, if you haven't watched Tyler Shuck play, him having Chris Olave and now Jordan Tyson and the running back situation that they have now with Travis Etienne and Kamara still on the roster, brother, if you play fantasy football, he is going to be somebody you need to be targeting because he has weapons now, y'all.
Yeah.
And Tyler throws the ball, Trey. He actually will throw the ball.
Yeah, he does. No, he does.
This is cold.
Jordan Tyson
But Swiper, if you
nice.
Cleveland, Swiper, because y'all think he that good, I don't think nobody good in this draft. I hate this draft except for like 5 points. If you think he's that good, if you're the Browns, this draft is trash. If you're the Browns, do you trade up a spot to try to get Jordan Tyson if he's that good to y'all?
Well, the Saints probably weren't moving off him. I imagine they were
the way how they handled their draft, the way how they handled their draft after they got Fano, I have no problem with them doing it.
No, they killed. I understand they killed. I was just saying, like, y'all think he's that good. I just think it's a lot of guys who this guy's man in the draft.
You need the draft capital. That's what I think that the Browns did with that.
By the way, Trey,
they were never targeting Jordan
after
Tyson.
sorry, go ahead, Kenya.
I was just gonna say I don't think the Browns were ever even targeting Jordan Tyson anyways. So
yeah, I mean they needed offensive lineman help in the worst way. Like,
Absolutely,
the worst
Fano was a good pickup.
But what's so funny after Sonny Styles went, y'all, it took how the ticker at the bottom, like you usually get 8 minutes in the first round of the draft. After Sonny Styles
ran it up,
Tyson wait. Hey, D-Mac,
we gotta wait. We got it now.
Let me hand this in right now, just in case somebody makes a mistake somewhere. But Jordan Tyson ends up there. I think that's a great pick. Spencer Fano, which was my number 1 offensive lineman that went off in this draft. And then Francis Mauigoa. And I personally love this. Trent, D-Mac, Trey. My man said, hey, Jackson Dart, I'll die for you, brother. I'm like, all right, that's good for me.
Will Campbell, bro. I don't like that.
Bro. Trey, you say you don't like it?
No, because I remember the last time when one of the top linemen said, "I'll die for you."
Who was that?
Will Campbell.
Yeah. No, that's facts. That's facts. Will Campbell did wrong it.
I think this was like the number 10 pick was like this is a classic New Year's Giants pick to where we all know there was somebody on the board that like eye opening like get him and they went and they safe route. So it's like I'm not surprised at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm just used to it at this point.
I mean, how would y'all have felt? How would if you were in this position, y'all, and you just got Arvell Reese and you got just beast. I'm talking top 5 talents, 2 of them sitting there. Would y'all have gone Caleb Downs or Ruben Bain instead?
You said what?
Would y'all have gone Caleb Downs or Ruben Bain instead?
Yeah, I don't want
Caleb Downs would have been the man. That's a fight. Come on, man. Caleb Downs ain't even. It's a no-brainer. The way that Jordan Tyson pick winning, that Caleb Downs pick should have winning. Hey, we got it already. We got it. We gotta wait. We got it. Caleb Downs.
I would have went Caleb Downs, bro. Like I said, like
especially when your division fucking counterpart is right behind you. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
This is the same.
I would have definitely did that.
Bro, this is the same. This shit feel like deja vu. The same shit when niggas do with when they did it with Devontae Smith. Because I know the Giants went Devontae Smith, Cowboys traded up, got hit. And it's crazy. Like, you had him right there, bro. Like you had.
R.I.P. my pops. He is rolling over his grave as a Giants fan. Like that, y'all had, and then you know it's bad when your top corner is tensed up. Like, damn, I gotta go against them. Your top receiver, man, call the nigga like we coming to get you, dog.
Yeah. No,
That nigga, Malik Davis was nervous in the seat. He was like, damn.
I mean, I get why they would take a tackle, but like I feel like you get Caleb Downs, man. Like he's a generational talent, and when he falls to you at 10 unexpectedly, you get him at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I understand why they would take a tackle though, but
I wonder how much Arvell Reese being there in number 5 maybe messed up what they wanted to do.
Sure.
And I wonder if that kind of threw them off throughout.
It really was Kenya said it was the love. It really was the Bailey pick. Once that we knew who number 1 was, Fernando. Once Bailey got picked, that's when it was like, oh, we just scrambling now. What we doing?
I think most teams funny enough. I think that most teams had anticipated the Jets going there, but I think that they thought that Reese was going to either 3 or 4, and then they were like, okay, well, he's here and we got to take him, and so.
Yeah,
and I think that they wanted Tyson. And I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't prioritize Tyson, but I'm sure that they had Reese above Tyson on the board. So
I'm pretty sure, D-Mac, that I feel the way you feel about the Mansour trade, the way I feel about Francis. If you pass on Caleb and Ruben, that means you like Francis has to be like a stalwart tackle on the opposite side of Andrew Thomas for like a number of years to come. So hopefully it works out. Like I said, Caleb Downs, the Cowboys have ended up getting Micah Parsons falling to them and Caleb Downs falling to them without them having to do anything, which is just incredible luck on their end. Incredible luck. That defense, they got a 3-level. They have 3-level defense now, right? They got Quinn and Kenny, and then they got decent middle inside linebackers.
Yeah,
they got no corners for real.
No, they took corners. They took corners.
Oh.
Yeah, I think their quarterback room is going to be serviceable, especially with Downs is going to be able to play in the spine as far as that's concerned. But I think between Durant, Bland Moore, Siobhan Ravel, who should have a healthy offseason, I think that cornerback room is going to be adequate. It's not going to be. There's no difference.
They got Overshone and Rashawn Gary. Like there's a pretty good defense all of a sudden out of nowhere. So
they should have a good line shift on the defensive line too. So I think that their defense can get to the adequate level that it's going to need to match what I think is going to be a top 5 offense in my opinion.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad that they got a chance to make that move.
I'm looking at this shit right now.
Yep.
After this Caleb Downs shit, these next 2 picks are ass.
Yeah,
horrible. Bro, the whole horrible.
I did not anticipate Katie Proctor going.
Neither did
Me neither.
I thought Miami was playing, bro. There's no way they take.
I thought Ruben was going back to the crib. I said, "Damn, that's crazy." Wow,
yeah, Caden Proctor. He was projected. Let me look it up. He was projected to go to.
A lot of people had him penciled in for the Lions at 17. Now, the thing I'll say about Caden Proctor is this: when you look at the tools alone, you think that he could have the highest ceiling, especially at tackle, of any of these guys as far as that's concerned. So you say, hey, Miami's like, hey, we just need to take our swing and try and get the highest upside guy because we know we've got a runway to try and develop him. But man, that's a choice, and it could go where you just get we got a med guard out of Caden Proctor, the number 12 pick. That would kind of suck, but yeah, that's a swing.
They have a really good center too. They just obviously trying to beef up the rest of the offensive line. Now, the Ty Simpson pick D-Mac and Kenya, we talked about this briefly. I personally was not shocked. I felt like this was in my bones. This was something that they would do.
Stupid.
They don't have any holes on their roster. They feel like they need to fill.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
In terms of this 13th overall pick, when it came to the Rams, there was always 2 players that were talked about. It was Ty Simpson and it was Mekhi Lemon. The Ty Simpson talks was earlier in the offseason. And when it came to this pick, I was like, I feel like they're going to pick him, and they did. But it's still a stupid pick, regardless of what their reasoning for it was. It's not a win-now pick. They should have just gone with Mekhi Lemon. And to be honest, there was a lot of teams right here that should have picked Mekhi Lemon. But they just, I don't know. I didn't get this whole thing. And it was a little bit of nepotism involved in this, with his dad being friends with the general manager. Like, it was pretty clear that the head coach did not like this pick at all. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what I wasn't here earlier, so
I'd have been happy if they took Kenyon Sadiq at that pick, man. I can't stand Ty Simpson, bro.
Like I think
one of the reasons they did it too was because I think they thought the Steelers might try to get him at 21, and so they were like debating like.
So
Let him have him.
let him.
Bro, like I said, I never heard a coach talk to a player that he got drafted. He told him we about to do this thing. Nigga said, I never heard that before, bro. I swear I never. He was hot. Yeah, that nigga was hot, bro. He was not.
Because my thing is, you have a quarterback right now who's on his last leg. Again, probably 2 or 3 years max. What you do is you make it as easy as possible for him. So if it's O-line, okay. If it's a weapon that he can throw to, okay. But you need to make sure you utilize as much of Matthew Stafford as you can while you have him. This nigga just won the MVP. You go get Ty Simpson at 13. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Move around, bro. Move around,
What
Rams.
makes it worse is the fact that prior to Matthew Stafford, they had Jared Goff. So then you turned around 4 years later and basically replaced Matthew Stafford with another version of Jared Goff. Ty Simpson is too limited for the type of offense that McVay runs. So I hate that whole pick. This pick was stupid.
Talk that talk, and the nigga sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this next pick. So his name is pronounced Olaivabenga Yowange.
Wow.
Vega Ioane. I just call him Vega Ioane.
Hey,
But
Another stupid pick.
I want
No,
this is a
it's
good pick. This is a
excellent
good
pick.
pick. No,
This
I
is
had this.
excellent.
This is
Now
nowhere.
Ruben Bain is right there.
They already have pass rushers. They don't have.
They
needed
They have a
serious
pass
roster.
rusher. They have one guy. They have Henderson
old
coming
lineman.
off an injury.
Did you see who played guard for them this year?
Yeah, bro. They had to get the best guard in the draft.
All right.
Protect
Protect Lamar. Protect Lamar.
The reason why that this pick makes sense is they simply had one massive hole in the roster, and Vega is arguably, you could say relative to the rest of the position, the best guy compared to the rest of his position there as far as lock it in guard, and he's going to be able to solve that from day one, and that's a really good solution.
And again, this is the same franchise, by the way, that had Marshall Yonda for 15 years. Like, they have not been able to find a guard to replace that kind of value. So hopefully it works out for them. But right here, so this for me was like the moment of the draft in the first round.
Oh, he was hot.
This was not.
He didn't even look in the mirror. He was
playing no games. I don't care. I don't care about nothing that you're talking about. This is literally saying, let's go to work. We're going to work. We're going to work. There's nothing else to talk about, D-Mac. We are going to work.
He's such a demon, man.
We're going to work. Whatever you're talking about, we're going to work.
He ain't no diva. He ain't no diva. He upset, dog.
He upset.
And then he
I
said,
didn't say diva. I said demon.
Oh, yeah. He's a demon.
and then he said that I don't give a dang about my number. I don't care about my number. Give me 99. Give me 76. I just want to go to work. I hope we remain into being a monster, y'all.
I do too.
Imagine you work as hard as you do. You put that much fucking footage on the tape for a nigga to tell your arms ain't long enough. Man, I would have smacked Roger Goodell just because I was that angry. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't you hug me, Roger Goodell. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Send me to Buffalo. I mean,
and D-Mac, you know where my brain went? Immediately, this is a Shaquille Barrett replacement 101 right here. This is Shaquille Barrett's replacement right here. And he can obviously be better than him. Now, Shaquille had freakishly long arms. So, that's a part of why he was so successful. But Ruben that's a great spot for Ruben. And then he got elite D tackle in front of him as well to put more pressure up the middle. Yeah, bro.
So
that boy might be the new Debo.
For me, pick 15 and pick 18 are very similar in the standpoint of this. If you look at what they like to do on the defensive side of the ball, which obviously you're talking about Bowles and Flores. These guys are able to create pressure on the quarterback with what they do in their blitz schemes, and then they try and disguise some things on the back end as far as that is concerned. When you do those things, it's easy to be like, hey, we don't necessarily need to heavily invest in the defensive line talent because we feel like we'll still be able to do it. But when you have the opportunity to add disruptors of the level of a Ruben Bay Jr., or in my opinion, also a Caleb Banks that could win those one-on-ones, and then you pair it with what you're doing to be able to mess with the protection schemes, I think that you're going to see a lot of dividends paid off to a different level when you drop these type of disruptive block defeating guys into what that scheme is going to look like. And so I'm excited to watch both of those guys in those systems.
If I'm Ruben Bain, I'm getting that Brian Orakpo Justin Tuckface mask. I want to be Bane for real. I want to be adopted into the darkness. I want to be Bane. I'm taking on that Bane character to a whole new level, Slim.
Yeah, and then in the second hour, we'll get into the draft grades, but I thought Kenyon Sadiq right here. Look, the Jets had themselves a draft. They don't have a quarterback, but they had themselves a draft, bro.
They're about to eat.
I like that. And people were trying to criticize that pick too.
Yeah.
I think it was a great pick.
Great pick.
I did say who's throwing in the ball, Trey, but Gino can do it for a year.
Yeah.
But people also said because they drafted what's his name? Mason
Taylor.
Yeah, Mason
Yeah.
Taylor last year, but
The
I
second
think
round.
you see
Yeah.
Kane Sadiq and you get him, bro. Like I know y'all have 2 tight ends, but he can be plugged and played anywhere. I mean, this guy, he runs a 4.39. Like he's an athlete, bro.
I thought this was crazy. I thought this was gonna be a McCollum right here for the Jets, but I'm not mad they took Sadiq.
He about to be so good, bro. Like he about to be a mismatch nightmare, though. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing Kenyon Sadiq play. I love his game.
He fits very well with Mason Taylor, in my opinion, because Mason can play in line, and Sadiq is a guy that you'd like to have detached. Now, it's not to say that he doesn't block. He can have the blocking aspect, but I think it's a good pick. I thought that this was the right range in the middle of the round. The Jets also still traded back up, and I know we'll talk about it, to get a wide receiver to pair with Wilson. So I like what they've done, and with their tackles, because of the investments that they made on the offensive line, I think that they are going to be in a perfect position to drop a quarterback into that mix next year. And I think that that's exactly where they should be looking for as far as 2027 and beyond.
Yeah, and get through a couple of these just so we can make sure we're getting to all of them. Caleb Banks went a little higher than I thought he would, but again, it's not I understood the logic there, especially what
I did too.
By the way, shout out to Jonathan Grenard, got traded to the Eagles.
Yeah, traded, and
$25 million a year for I guess he's an edge, but he's an inside linebacker as well. But he does play edge and nickel dime situations.
He'll play edge. I mean, obviously Flores can move him around, but he'll play edge. And
$25 million for an inside linebacker is a crazy amount of money, dog. I'm still not.
He's gonna be edge. He's gonna be edge.
He's an edge rusher, bro.
No, he is. I'm about to say, when did Jonathan Grenard play middle linebacker?
No, he does play. He does play inside. He just moves around.
There was a little bit of off linebacker stuff that Flores had to do, but he will be an edge in Fangio's game.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's an edge. How the fuck he keep getting better?
He's cool. He's cool. He's a good player. Monroe Freeling from Georgia goes to the Panthers here, and then
not mad at that. Not mad at that.
No, that should have been the Mekhi Lemon pick. I'm mad at that.
No, because we made it up later on with that 6'5" demon. We made it up. We okay. We're okay. James Coker, move around.
To that 6'5" demon. That would have been 10 times better.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. Malachi Lemon weirded me. I'm good.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
Can you think that the Panthers should have gone with him?
Yes, because this is a make or break year for
Bryce.
Yeah, this is a make or break year for Bryce, and I just felt like they needed to just add one more elite offensive weapon to the offense, just to give him a little bit more help. But
they really like Coker. They really like Coker. Obviously, they add the wide receiver later on, so we will see. I didn't think that they needed to add another tackle, but
that's exactly.
This Mekhi Lemon pick means that the AJ Brown is absolutely gone.
That's happening June 1st. That's happening June 1st.
By like June 1st, he probably gonna be gone, but that's still an amazing pick.
Yeah, to have
that's perfect.
Get to this.
You at 20?
I'm just ready to play,
Kai and Devonta Smith is going to be nice with Saquon.
You have to ask the question, though, is Jalen Hurts going to throw the ball in the middle of the field? Because that is where Mekhi, in my opinion, does his best work.
He won't.
He's not as good as what people advertise. He better fucking do it.
You said what?
I said he better fucking do it, or he's not as good as people be saying about him. He better do that shit. You don't draft Mekhi Lemon who works over the middle of the field.
I don't think Jalen Hurts plays for the Eagles in 3 years, but I hear y'all.
Yeah,
you're crazy. That's crazy. Hell no.
It's not. I don't think it's.
With Howie Roseman, it is not crazy.
You don't draft somebody like Mekhi Lemon and not throw over the middle. If you don't do that, you ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you ass.
No, that's facts.
Dead ass, bro. That shit is ass. You don't draft.
I think that was a great pick, bro. Get rid of AJ Brown and let Devontae Smith flourish, please. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I think he will prove to be he will be approved. Sorry,
it's so funny.
Shout out Smitty for being in Abbott Elementary. Hey man, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Smitty.
Even though like he's probably gonna be gone. What if he's not gone?
That wouldn't make sense though, because
that'd be worse for AJ Brown. He'd get the ball less.
Yeah, but no, it wouldn't make sense though, because Jalen Hurts don't throw the ball enough to even have that many weapons. It'd be a waste of weapons. He's not about to spray the ball around. This ain't Kurt Warner in 2009. It wouldn't make sense. Somebody gonna starve.
AJ Brown gonna be
AJ Brown now ends up starting.
He gonna be playing in the media, reading books.
I'm sure a lot of people will be like, can you do the fit? Devontae Smith can play all three wide receiver positions, in my personal opinion. I think Mekhi Lemon is a primary slot, but not a exclusive slot as far as that is concerned too. So I think that they're going to be a really nice combination. I think Devontae Smith is going to prove to be a number one wide receiver.
Marvin Harrison, like I know he is.
Yeah, and then get through these two. So we got Max. I think Indianapolis ends up going to the Steelers. I think that's a good pick for them. Akeem Mesidor. This is great.
Beautiful pickup.
Chargers. Their defense continues to bolster up.
Beautiful pickup.
Malachi Lawrence from UCF. This is a good move. Again, another smart move for the Cowboys. They load up on their defense. So, again, they're continuing to make good decisions. Now, this is where, like I said, we're going to get in the draft grades. Getting Spencer Fano, then getting KT Concepcion. We'll get to the second round here in a little bit. Yo.
I like that.
I loved it.
They had a draft.
And they traded back and got extra picks on top of it. I loved it for the Browns, man.
It's like that's a compilation prize. Like not in a good way where it's like, all right, I didn't get what I wanted, but hey, this is still here, so I'm good with that. And he got Brandon Ayuk comp. You know, I'm a Brandon Ayuk fan before all the bullshit he been going through. But yeah, I like that.
Who got a Brandon Ayuk comp?
Okay, so Concepcion, he got the Brandon Ayuk comp.
He did.
Brandon Ayuk. He does.
Bro, ain't they like 30-pound difference between the two players?
Well,
and inches?
Well, no, not
early.
It's
early.
Not,
3 inches is a lot. That's a big difference between me and you.
No, because Brandon Ayuk is 6 feet tall, and people don't realize that Casey Concepcion is
pause.
Did
you hear what he said?
That's true.
I was speeding past it. I was just going past over. Ayuk and Casey Concepcion actually body types are very similar, and I think that it's a fair comp because I did really love Casey Concepcion, and I guess we'll talk about the Browns as well. But to add him and Denzel Boston, in addition to getting Fano early, I loved what these first 3 picks look like for him.
Yeah, and again, he has my fandom for the years to come. I did not know he had a stutter like that, and he's obviously was very brave coming out and talking the way he did. So shout out to him. That was amazing. Dylan Thieneman went to Oregon after being mocked as high as 11. Went to Bears after being mocked as high as 11. This was a good gift for the Bears.
Great kid. They needed safety, and I didn't think he was falling this far. So great to be able to get this second safety in class.
Yep. And then Keelan Rutledge
making a comeback at DB
goes to the Texans. They continue to bolster their offensive line. Chris Johnson from San Diego State, good get up for the Dolphins. They continue to make good decisions.
You didn't like the Chris Johnson pick or the Keelan Rutledge pick?
No, the Chris Johnson pick. I don't know. I just don't like what Miami's doing. I don't like how they're going about this.
Miami was cooking some chitlins.
I didn't mind Chris Johnson. I thought that he was a really good corner with a lot of versatility, and they just needed anybody to bring talent to that roster. So I'm not mad at it personally.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But Caleb Lomu, tackle,
I like Caleb Lomu a lot. Actually,
goes to the Patriots, and then Peter Woods goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. How did you feel about this, D-Mac?
So this one I actually did not mind. I liked it a lot. This was a range in which I thought that if a Caleb Banks or Peter Woods fell to us, I would understand the swing as far as being able to add it into your defensive lineman pairing with Chris Jones for now and into the future as Chris Jones continues to age. So Peter Woods, you bet on the 2023 and 2023 and the 2024 tape being what you want as far as this kid is concerned. If you get that, then I think you're getting an interior disruptor that could be top 10 at his position, if not even higher. So obviously you got to figure out what's 2025. A lot of people, whether it's TJ Parker or Avion Terrell, are going to be like, hey, it was the coaching staff that ended up ruining that season for Clemson guys. Peter Woods and what he can get the job done, his upper body strength, how he defeats blocks, man. And his versatility, too, I do really love. So hopefully Spags will be very multiple over the fronts, and we can talk about the second-round pick in a bit. But I did like this pick and where we took him.
I'm excited about this pick, this next pick.
Hush up. The winners of the draft, the New York Jets early, get Omar Cooper Jr. early. They got David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, and Omar Cooper Jr. in the first round. And early, they still got 3 first-round picks next year.
Yeah.
Jets, Jets.
Bro, the Jets are giving like Oklahoma City when they had.
It's gonna be a great situation for the rookie quarterback next year to step into.
You know what the Jets are doing? The Jets are buying a bunch of peanut butter and jelly. Ain't got no bread in the motherfucking cabinet. That's what they doing. Bunch of peanut butter. They got lunch meat, peanut butter, jelly, cheese, turkey. They got no bread.
I'm just saying,
all that damn cereal and no milk.
They got all.
Either Archer or Dante Moore is going to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, man.
All that damn cereal and no milk.
They got all the ingredients, and then you see their quarterback.
All that damn cereal, no milk, nigga. Pour the whole bowl. Friday.
They can still use AD Mitchell. I think he's ideally probably a wide receiver 3, and he fits with Garrett Wilson and Omar Cooper Jr. So AD is going to be a part
Who
of that
throwing the ball? You
potentially.
got all these weapons.
Geno
Nobody
Smith.
throwing the ball.
It's going to be Geno Smith this year, and they're going to get a quarterback next year. That's what I go.
If Dante Moore walks into this situation with 2 more first round, hey man, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, it'd be the smartest. It'd be the smartest go back to school a niggas ever done in NBA. I mean NFL history. It'd be the smartest move ever done.
Well, no, but you know what's funny, Trey, is he left this draft because he wanted to stay at Oregon, but also didn't want to go to the Jets.
Want to go to the Jets? Yeah.
Next year, you gonna go to the Jets.
To the Jets,
Yeah.
It's
But then you gonna have a good situation.
It's going to be a good situation.
At least now he can throw to his dog. He could be throwing to Ken Sadiq. So at least he gonna have his dog.
He was smart. He was smart. I'm gonna wait it out.
I like that
He
draft.
waited it out. He did what he supposed to do.
Keldrick Falk, and by the way, goes for again.
I like
The
this
Titans
pick.
make good decisions. Keldrick Falk, good edge from Auburn, and then this is the most predictable part of the end of the draft for me. Jadarian Price going to Seattle, y'all. That was just made too much sense.
Needed that one.
Made too much sense. Now Charbonnet, which apparently Ron was saying, that hey, we didn't have Charbonnet, so then that's like the Broncos not having Bo Nix. They get Jadarian Price. They get an actual number 1 running back. And now
Yeah, we cool with that.
I'm excited.
wait,
I think this is going to be as productive because we know what Love is, but I think this is going to be one of those. I remember when they took what's your guy name that played for the Lions? I'm drawing a blank right now. Again.
Yeah,
When it's a Gibbs, I think this is going to be one of them. Like we're going to look back on this and go, man, that really was a good pick, dog. And that actually lasted.
Wait. We was harping on all these other draft picks being like, what the fuck are they doing? We cool with Jadarian Price?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
So,
What time you on?
How was that not a great pick?
It's nowhere
I
near.
thought
People
I thought that they
underestimate
could've
him
gone-
because of Jeremiah Love.
Not no
If
first
Jeremiah
round.
Love wasn't the other running back on the other side, Jadarian Price would be not as underestimated. I think that was a great
I
pick.
thought they could have gone into your offensive line. You could have gone DB if you wanted to, but I didn't mind Jadarian Price. I thought he was an
Well,
early
who?
second round
Great
grade.
pickup.
No, but they know they got a role player at quarterback. We got to run the ball. So this is exactly what you want.
Quarterback.
Don't
Sam
Role
Darnold was a
player.
role player in the playoffs. That's what he was.
saying you're wrong.
I like how you said that. Like you said that real demeaning.
Sam
You said that
Darnold
as a
was a
demeaning
role player
way.
in the playoff, but he not
He
trained.
definitely was a role outside of the LA game. He definitely was a role player.
That was the important game.
There's
They
nothing
beat
wrong
us.
with
I like
that.
how you said it.
He stepped up with
You could say he's a systematic player. You can word it differently, but you call him a role player. I don't like how that
Watch
came
your
out.
mouth, man. First of all,
I
ain't no
like
such thing as a
He's
role
a Super
player in
Bowl
football.
champion.
There's a role player in football.
He's a Super Bowl
Everybody-
champion.
Matter of fact, I would argue that in football there are true role players. as
Yeah,
opposed to
yeah,
basketball.
Everybody's a role player.
Yeah,
But role
There's
player.
not many players that aren't role players. Tom Brady wasn't like those are like Patrick Mahomes not a role player. Patrick Mahomes going this year will be a role player.
No, Patrick Mahomes knows his role. He just his role is very high.
His role is everything. Unfortunately,
All right, so that was the first round, and then so what I want to do, we have 14 more minutes. I want to make sure we can get through some of the big ones here, and then we can get into like the who won the draft, who lost the draft, and the best picks by round. I was 100% right again, D-Mac. I told you TJ Parker was going to end it with the Bills.
Yeah,
and he ended up with the Bills. I didn't expect second round.
Yeah, I thought it would be first round,
but Trent, this is another really good move for the Bills.
Nah, that's a great move. I'm just worried like that dribbling. What the fuck are they doing?
yeah, that was.
What are y'all doing? What are we doing?
I thought dribbling into the third, early fourth would have been a nice pick. I was not expecting him to lead off day 2.
Like,
That was
what?
crazy.
What are we doing? Like Cohen Hood, great pick for them. K. McDonald,
Yep,
good
great pick.
Stokes on the Raiders, good. Denzel Boston getting him and KC.
Yeah, bro.
Great. R. Mason Thomas.
Nigga ain't even got a comp. He ain't even got a comp.
Dribbling.
Yeah, that
Dribbling got no comp.
That McDonald, Hood, Stooks, Boston run. I think they're all great picks for all 4 of those teams, man.
Yeah.
That Texans defense is gonna be hell, bro.
And by the way, I know there are a lot of Bengals fans out there that are like, show us some love. I do want to say, D-Mac, they went from no rotation, just Trey Henderson, to an actual front 7 now.
Yes.
They have an actual front 7 now. Now
I'm
they're
not a
rookies.
big That's just how a person. That's just me. But
like
they do have a rotation.
But it's better to have bodies than one great player.
Yeah,
like multiple bodies they can throw at you.
They do have bodies.
So then now, if you add that, obviously, to having Dexter Lawrence up front, all of a sudden the Bengals aren't just hopefully going to be getting trounced all the time. So we'll see.
Defensive line.
I really like Christian Miller.
That they're going to run
Yeah, Christian Miller, Georgia.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then this one was like, this felt like, matter of fact, what was it? Bro, what was his name? D-Mac White Dan, was that Dan Morgan that played for the Miami?
Oh, you talking about Zach Thomas?
Zach Thomas. This is Zach Thomas' replacement.
I like Zach Thomas a lot.
Zach Thomas was the slowest nigga in
No,
NFL
he wasn't.
history, but literally was making every time. Zach Thomas was slow. Swiper was slow.
No, he wasn't.
Oh my God, Zach Thomas was slow.
You only
Swiper?
saying that because he was Appalachian.
No, he was just slow. There's plenty fast white boys. He was just slow. He just always made the tackle. The damn neck brace he had on.
All right, well, they got a football player. So they
I like Jacob Rodriguez for their roster. Again, we just need good players. So Jacob Rodriguez is a good player.
Yeah, man.
They're getting good players. They're not getting the right good players. If that makes sense.
bro.
I'll disagree here because I think they got a great right player. A great right player that I was telling people about in the season when he was missing the season because of ACL injuries. I think they got a great draft pick, and I think he's going to be he's the next version of Deebo Samuels. But this was the most interesting thing, y'all, that messed up the draft. Okay, this is what happened. So D-Mac,
maybe on Terrell going to be one of the better corners in this draft.
That was going to be I can't wait to get to that. D-Mac, Kenya, Trent, Trey, Earl. This went on a run of inside linebackers. Jacob Rodriguez went off.
Mm-hmm.
Zion Young, shout out to him from Missouri. Josiah Trotter went off.
Loved it.
Okay, and then you get Jake Galladay went off. CJ Allen went off.
I love that pick.
Back to back. I don't know what it is, y'all, but I think that inside linebacker this year was actually one of the deepest positions in the draft. They were just all like in a range of like into the first round, second round. But I think all these players are good. All of them.
Yeah, I think that was a four.
You said what?
Go back up.
Because you want to say Jim Bernard going to Steelers is a good ass pick. Avion being with his brother, that's a great pick.
That's a great pick.
Let's say just getting D'Angelo, that's a great pick.
I loved that pick.
But look, I think a lot of that
second round better than the first round. Damn.
A combination of 4 off-ball linebackers makes sense for those teams. Jay Galladay can be a weapon for Brian Flores in that scheme too. Yeah. So Bucks needed somebody in the middle of the defense. The Colts linebacker core badly needed CJ Allen. So all those picks make a lot of sense to me.
And then somehow, some way, Eli Stowers falls to the Eagles. So once again, we're back in the same situation. Jalen, if brother Trent, and I know how you feel about this, if Jalen Hurts was like Drake May, he would have 5,500 passing yards. With this roster.
Too bad he's not. The thing is that's so crazy about Jalen. That's like played at Bama, run heavy. He wasn't that good, but he was still dominant. He was still not dominant. He was still playing well. Then he had that moment, got booted out. He goes to a whole different system, has an amazing year, has a whole total revamp. So I'm thinking in the league, like I'm going to see more of that. Bro, niggas is not seeing that at all. Like you can't. It's like having all these fucking weapons, and I'm going to see 3,200 passing yards. That's what I'm going to see.
Oh, he's terrible. Well, I'm telling you, I think 3 years from now, Jalen Hurts will not be on the team.
Yeah, it's not. That's ridiculous, bro.
I know it sounds ridiculous.
He just won a Super Bowl, bro. He just won a Super Bowl, bro.
I don't think it's that crazy to say.
Somebody.
Same here, Trey.
Maybe a touch in the history.
A player with so much
just won a Super Bowl. I've never seen that before.
I don't know.
I think that. Sorry.
Walking at. Have we ever seen two brothers starting at quarterback together this early? Could have been Jason and Devin were safety and corner at the time. They played together later in their career. Has it ever like been this early in a career where we've seen two brothers start?
So. I think AJ is definitely still in his 20s, and
AJ like 28, something like that. He's young.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 6-7 year gap between these two guys, which is kind of cool. The fact that now they're going to play together for sure, and it makes sense for their defense. And to get Avion Terrell back here in the middle of the second round, I think is a really good value too.
Them Terrell brothers over there, boy, they could be lighting shit up over there
in Atlanta. Aren't they from Atlanta?
Yep.
I couldn't imagine playing with my brother in the city that I'm from. Like,
come on, dog. What we talking about? On the other side, like, what are we talking about?
By the way, that's what we need to do. We need to do a press box meetup in Atlanta. So that way we can go to the Mercedes-Benz together. I want y'all to see what that environment is like. You come to that stadium too?
That's
let me know.
I went there. I've been there twice. That's like a top 5 environment I've been there.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro.
And we going to Atlanta.
We going. You said, hey, wait, early. You said you trying to go to Wizardland. You trying to go to the City of Magic?
Hey, brother, we going to Atlanta. It ain't about the stadium. It's about the stadium. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's right around the corner from the stadium. So
I want some wings, lemon pepper. You know what I mean?
It's in the shadow of the stadium. I love the Gabe Yankes pick for the Patriots. They need to add to their defensive line rotation.
Yeah.
I think Gabe is a really good pick. This Browns selection, and I love the Browns draft. To get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at the end of the second round, I'm flabbergasted that he fell that far. I mean, there was little talk about him being possible for them at 24. So
24,
this was great. The fact that they got their wide receivers, they got their offensive linemen, and they got their safety, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Excellent first 4 picks.
That way they can get Grant Delpit up out of there. I agree.
I want that Griffin brother. I ain't gonna lie, the linebacker one. If he wasn't missing a hand, bro, he would have been a dominant. He was the Griffin brother that was the linebacker without missing a hand. Like he was that good. If he wasn't missing, imagine getting drafted and you missing a hand.
Well, he was just small. He was small though. That was the problem.
But he was he just couldn't. He had no ability to catch, man. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be like 225 in the middle time linebacker too. Nate Borkitcher, Hurt, you say that?
Bo Rector? Bo Kitcher. I didn't bother to learn his name because I didn't think he was going to day 3.
Well, by the way, just so y'all know, he basically didn't do anything at Texas A&M. He's a prospect.
He doesn't have any production.
He's a pure talent prospect.
He's a guy that you're supposed to take as a blocking tight end, and to take him at the end of the second round is bonkers to me. So.
And then we had, by the way, this was a good pick, Logan Jones from Iowa. Again, Chicago Bears making good moves, making good decisions.
Stowers too.
Yep. Marlon Klein goes to go into the Texans. So look at CJ Stroud. More weapons.
Little early than I would have taken it, but it's fine to add to the tight end room. They could probably use it. Anthony Hill Jr.'s, again, we talked about the off-ball linebackers for the Titans, also going to help them as well.
I love the Anthony Hill Jr. pickup.
21 years old. That was a good pickup for them. Max Clare from Ohio State. He jumped from the 3rd round to the 2nd round, which it makes sense because he's actually a really good athlete. And so it's actually right here, D-Mac, that the Broncos traded out of 62 because I am pretty sure the Sean Payton said there's 6 players they're targeting. I am willing to bet you a good amount of money that it was Max Clare, Anthony Hill, and then you had Eli Stowers, CJ Allen, and Jake Galladay, and they all went. And so the Broncos traded out of this spot with the Bills, and the Bills ended up getting my Nigerian brother, Davison, I think Igby Nosun is how you pronounce his name.
Igbeson? Isn't it Igbeson?
Igbeson is how you say it.
That nigga said Igby Nosun. Ooh.
Well, I don't know how to say it.
I'd like Davison for what they need because they need cornerback. Jake Slaughter for the Chargers makes sense, but Clark again added to the defensive back room also makes sense for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I like that Bud Clark pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Agree.
I like that one.
So let's get into it now, y'all. So I asked you before, and Kenya, if early had a chance to explain it to you. I want you to tell me who you think had the best overall draft, who you think had the worst overall draft, and then we'll get into by round, where do you think the teams rank and the draft picks ranks on who got the best value by each round that we'll get into. So first and foremost, Kenya, ladies first, who do you think had the best overall draft in this draft?
I think the Browns had the best overall draft just because they picked who they needed. And this gives Shador a lot of weapons. They finally fixed their O-line. They didn't really need to fix their defense all that much, but they still got a really good safety in the second round. And I think I kind of feel like they had a better draft than the Ravens did a little bit. So I'm kind of, now that division, our division is looking it's going to be very hard. It's going to be a very tough division again. Should I go to who had the worst now?
You said what?
Should I just go to who had the worst?
No, we're gonna do down the other side after we get through all the best and all that. Yeah,
that was fun.
But yeah, and just to keep it in stack with everybody again, they got Casey Concepcion, they got Denzel Boston, they got Fano, and then they get Emmanuel McNigan-Warren, and then in the day 3 they got Parker Brailsford, and then they got Taylor Green. So they just loaded up, man. They just made really good decisions. They drafted really premium talent. And I think that they absolutely, if I think it should be Shador. If Shador Sanders can just be worth his salt this year, I mean, they can have a legitimately good offense. They can
win the division, to be honest with you. That terrifies me.
I also like that Taylor Green pick too. I think that was a good pick. I mean,
Taylor Green gonna be a nice wideout.
Yeah, whatever he plays, I don't know. His stats are just too crazy.
He's an athlete. You can figure something out to do.
You got to do something with him, yeah.
All right, Trent, what do you got?
I was gonna say Browns, but I think also too. I think the Jets. You guys got get Sadiq. bro. And Sadiq, Omar Cooper, David Bailey, bro. That's a lot of good. And you got D'Angelo Pons in the second round, bro. Like, bro, it's mad good. It's mad good process you got. And the first what? How many? That's 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. Like,
yeah.
It's OD, bro. You gotta go with the Jets. I ain't gonna lie.
All them pancakes, no syrup. God bless them.
Yeah, they signed Geno Smith. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a great David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper Jr., D'Angelo Pons, Darrell Jackson Jr., Cabe Klubnik, quarterback from Clemson, who was actually the number 1 overall quarterback coming out of high school, by the way. So
Facts.
They took talent. So that was good. Trey, who do you think had the best draft?
I was going to say the Jets, but, obviously he took that. I just think the Jets, they picked up some great players. I really like the Omar Cooper pick, too, and how he fits in. I think they're getting some championship DNA with that. But another team I do think drafted well, maybe not as good as the Jets, was the Ravens. I really like the Ravens pick, especially with the guard that they had in the first round. But I also like the receivers. Like, they tried to get, Lamar some weapons. I know some people didn't really like the Jacoby Lane pick as early as it was, but I think he's a great receiver. I think Elijah Surratt, I think he is a great receiver. So it looks like they're trying to give Lamar some weapons so he can go do something this year. So I personally really did like the Ravens picks too. So I think they had a really good draft.
Yeah, hopefully Lane can be any good for them. Early, do you have a favorite? Did I already ask you who's your favorite draft?
Nah, so surprisingly, who I really messed with was the Raiders, man. I think the Raiders did some good things, man. Of course, you get Fernando. I actually like them getting Mike Washington Jr. later on. That way, the wear and tear you don't have to put on Jincy. I think they were leaning towards making him pounding him as far as just his ability. I think that was good. I like the Traydon Stucks pick. I even like the Malik Benson pick later on in the 6th round from Oregon. Like, they did a damn good job. Of course, I talk about Jamal McCoy, him being later. If it does work out, I mean, he's a hell of a corner. I like what the Raiders been doing, man. Even in free agency leading up to this, man, the Raiders did a good thing. I like the Raiders draft.
You also got to mention, in my opinion, Keon Crawford, who I thought had a really underrated.
Oh yeah, absolutely from Auburn. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I liked. He just popped every single time I was watching, Kendrick Fark on tape. I just really liked what I saw from him. So I also like the Raiders draft for sure. As far as the best, well, not the best. I mean, I think the Browns did too. But another draft that I did really like, I would say the Buccaneers did a good job. Again, taking Bain in the middle, getting Trotter as well, kind of impact guys. Ted Hurst. Not relied upon to be a guy that has to immediately be like a top 2 weapon as far as the offense is concerned, because they got Ibuka, because they still got Godwin. You could just have him be on the outside and run those deeper routes too. I think Keontae Scott is a guy that's going to compete too. So I think the Bucks also did a good job, and I liked what the Titans did. I like Take, I like Falk, I like Anthony Hill too, and I think it'll be able to continue to help what they need on both sides of the ball for sure.
Yeah, Keontae Scott's going to be interesting for them. I'm actually curious to see what they look like. Yeah, for me, obviously, I mentioned it already. I think that the Jets had a really good draft. I also want to give a little shout out to the Eagles. The fact that the Eagles were able to walk away with Mekhi Lemon and Eli Stowers, and then they get a backup quarterback in Cole Payton as well. Like, they just continue to make really good decisions, all in all. So Jets, Browns, that's like the top of the draft board for me in terms of who did the best. But if we're doing who did the worst, Kenya, who's yours?
The 49ers. I didn't get it. I didn't get anything they did. They really, for me, I thought they were going to be very offensive line heavy in this draft because they really, really needed it, and they've needed it for the last 2-3 years now. I don't even know if they picked any offensive linemen. They just kept picking a bunch of weapons, and I didn't get anything they did. So they're my biggest loser in this one.
Yeah, they got Kalen Black as well from Indiana, but he can be the running back 3.
How many running backs do they have?
He's got to be kind of right. Obviously you're going to run CFC as the running back 1, and they also like James Jordan, like Isaiah Garendo, but they keep taking these running backs that it doesn't feel like Shanahan ever really gets a lot out of, and that's really going to be the question as far as what they use them for. So,
Lynch used to be so reliable. I don't know.
Deshaun Stribling does have a lot of measurable talent.
He's a traits guy for sure, and again, he made a lot of plays for Ole Miss during their playoff run. He just was more of a 3rd and 4th round type of guy to me than top of the 2nd. I like
All right.
Price though.
What about you, earlier? Who's your least favorite draft?
You know who it is. Them bum ass Rams, man.
Yes.
You had a bang up
Please.
free agency, and you only had 5 picks. I understand. You ain't had many picks in the draft, and all of them sucked. Like you had you really improved in free agency, and you saw the vision. It was like, whoa, yeah, they about to really do it in the draft, and you go get Ty Simpson. I don't like Max Clear like that, neither from Ohio State. Like that, all these picks suck, man.
Yeah.
You had 5 picks and you wasted all 5 of them, man. That Ty Simpson shit, it really just threw me off, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, it threw me off. If you want a guy that can wait, you could have went. And mind you, if you want a guy that you can wait for, okay, man, look, I wouldn't have been mad if they would have went way late and got a Nussel. Get a Nussel.
Right.
Cool.
That's my
Get a guy who ain't ready right now, who can sit for 2 years, and then at least when Nussel was healthy, he had the ability. He has the ability.
Right.
Go get Nussel late. Hey man, look, that way no pressure on you. You can sit right here, but to get a top 15 quarterback, knowing he not about to touch the fucking field for at least 2 seasons, it just don't make sense to me. Because even when he do come in, do we think Ty Simpson is Jordan Love? Do we think he's Aaron Rodgers? Do we think he's one of these guys?
Nope.
So it's like, why would you do that? You set yourself back.
Well,
King said it the best. He does not have the ability to do what Sean McVay wants to do.
But can he be Bryce Young?
No.
Why not?
No.
If you talking about just play as a
like an NFL level quarterback.
I think he can be Bryce Young, but
that's not good though. That ain't what the Rams need.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's not what I would be swinging for.
Bryce Young is
Personally,
not good. So it's like,
I think he can be Bryce Young. I just wouldn't be swinging for that.
Like literally, Sean McVay literally had a Super Bowl. I mean, had a quarterback go to Super Bowl, but because he didn't have enough ability, he went and got Matt. Like he went and got Matt Stafford because, like, yo, I can't do enough with you. I can't do enough with you.
He's a worse version of Jared Goff, and he could probably be Daniel Jones at the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is I think Keegan Cross is a fine pick at the end of the 3rd round. He's role playing offensive lineman that kind of wins ugly. He can do a few things.
I thought Max.
That's the only pick that I have.
He gets it from association. That's all it is.
Yes, that's fair. I'm not mad at that.
I just don't understand getting tired. That's gonna be such a bad pick later on. That's just damn Rams. Y'all have burnt picks over the last couple of years so much because y'all been in this win now culture. Every single Matthew Stafford touched the team. You had a chance to get a top 15 pick. A top 15 pick, and you was a game away from the Super Bowl, and you get Ty Simpson. It just don't make, even if your only good pick was that 13th pick, you could have used that wisely, man. It just wasn't smart, man. It wasn't smart.
Like I said, the only way that this makes sense is if Ty Simpson becomes a franchise quarterback, which I think is just highly unlikely, or they win the Super Bowl without needing any of these impact picks. And maybe that's possible because I think their roster is absolutely a Super Bowl contender going into next season. You just got to be able to deliver on that promise while saying, "Hey, we just didn't need any of these picks to make that happen." So
I don't know. You still could have players that can develop in the future.
Oh, I agree. I 100% agree with you. It wouldn't have been what I did. I'm just saying that's only 2 ways that this even makes sense.
No, I don't know. I agree with Earl. I think that was a horrible draft pick. I honestly didn't like none of their picks really that much. I think they reached on day 2 with the tight end that they drafted. And getting Ty Simpson that early with the players that were available is crazy. I mean, you had Monroe Freeland that was still available. Blake Miller was still available. Makai Lemon was still available. Ruben Bain even surprisingly fell that far that you could have took him just because he fell that far. So yeah, I think.
Mind you, again, we're not looking for Matthew Stafford to be hurt. Okay, and again, we got 2 more seasons of him. These next 2 quarterback drafts could be game changing.
Yeah.
Game changing.
But this also shows you that Les Snead went into the draft with a clear plan and said, we are not deviating from this plan whatsoever. We are not deviating because they did have Ruben Bain on the table. They did have a lot of premium talent on the table, but then they said, no, we're drafting Ty Simpson. So I think this is what I'm saying. They knew months ago what they were doing. They realized that, hey, you know what we can do? We can do a Jordan Love thing. We can do an Aaron Rodgers thing. We can do an Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes thing with Ty Simpson.
Do we think Sean McVay? Do we think Sean McVay is the top 5 coach in this league?
Yes.
Easily.
So if we think that, if your coach don't want this nigga, so you had no conversation with your coach. Clearly, you even veto your coach what your coach wanted. Your coach don't want this nigga. But if this is your franchise coach, then you should at least listen to hear him out and see what
he
wants.
did. They have deliberation. They probably agreed on. It was probably a majority rule. Is what they did.
I don't know. I see. It didn't seem like
Man, since I touched this team, we've been winning. Trust me. Damn, trust me. I deserve the trust. Since I touched this team, we've been winning 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, man. When I first touched this team, being one of the youngest coaches in the game. Come on, man. Trust me. I know what we need.
Did you see the reporter asked John Lynch about his picks and all that stuff, and said he asked him straight up. He basically said you don't have the best record when it comes to your draft.
I love Grant Cohn. Grant Cohn is awesome. I love him.
You deviated a lot from the drafts and all that kind of stuff. And then he basically was like, matter of fact, it's only a minute and 35. Let me just share it for y'all. So
I love Grant Cohn so much.
this is journalism. This is max level journalism. Let me play this for y'all real quick so y'all can hear.
John,
did he say he used AI?
You said what?
Deviate.
I heard somebody say they use AI for drafting.
Here, let me make sure set up over here.
It was a different front office that said that they had incorporated AI.
Yeah. Here you go. All right.
John, your draft board seems to deviate quite a bit from the consensus. Why are you confident with that, given your track record drafting the last few years? It seems like it leads to you making reaches.
Well, I appreciate that you think that. Depends whose consensus. We got consensus in this building. That's the consensus I care about.
I think that was one of the coolest things with this draft, just so you don't reach on somebody. If there's somebody you're going to take at that spot, and your consensus or all your homework from around the league, not necessarily Twitter or media stuff, just things you investigate on when people are going to go. And if you're going to take someone you think's the best player, but you don't think they're going to go until 15 picks later, 20 picks later, it's always a huge risk because you never find out when they're going to go if you take them there. The times that we did feel that way, at 27, at 30, go back and create stuff later. I forget what it was, but I got a 6th-round pick for next year, and they don't have a 6th-round pick for next year. And we were able to still get our guy. I forget what we moved back to, whatever that was. But the guy we would have taken, we got 15 picks later, and you pick up a 6 for next year where we had a hole. Or the guy we would have taken at 7 moved to 30, and to move to 33. And so all that stuff was really cool to get the guys that you want, but also find a way to get 8 players when you only had 6 bullets.
So the reason why I think this is important, y'all, coaches and front offices are extremely arrogant because they put so many hours into what they're doing that they don't feel like beat reporters and beat writers can question them. Now they handled that better than they could have handled it because we've seen some stuff where Brandon Beane's called into a radio station we averaged 30 points a game last year. We don't need another wide receiver. But I do think it's something that the 49ers, your draft record ain't great. It's not. It's legitimately not great. And then now you're taking a reach on a wide receiver that none of us, not one person in the circles that we follow said, yeah, let's take that guy. Let's take that guy at the top of the 2nd round.
I never heard of him.
They said that nigga's name. I said, who?
Yeah, again, I like dribbling. No chance at the top of the 2nd round.
Well, what was the linebacker
NFC West? Garbage. Just the whole NFC West.
What was the linebacker Seattle took in the 1st round a few years ago? Hit a 3rd-round grade on him.
Yes, y'all did good. Y'all did good.
You said who? I didn't hear what you said.
Seattle. They took a linebacker in the 1st round a few years ago, but he had a 3rd-round grade.
Oh, that had no business going in the 1st round?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. But that was another case. I don't know if he went to Tech or not. I can't remember where he went.
Does he still play for y'all team?
No, you can go to Tech, I don't think.
No, I don't think he's on the team anymore.
No, he's not on the team. I know who you talk. I can't think of his name right now.
Is it Jordan Brooks?
Yes.
It did go to Tech.
Yes.
It did go to Tech.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan Brooks looked good for the Miami Dolphins.
With the Dolphins.
He played well for them last year.
He was damn good last year.
Dolphins.
He played well for them last year.
With
They
that number
took
20
him
on
in
his
the 1st.
back.
He was a 3rd-round grade. 3rd. I don't believe in that.
Also, Bama, shut up. Sean McVay and Stafford not signed off on Todd Simpson. You think they went to Matthew Stafford and said, hey, Matthew Stafford, we about to get Todd Simpson. And he was like, yeah, that's what I need. A nigga behind me to hold the clipboard. Shut up, Bama. You always saying shit, man.
I knew
I do Alabama, you be lying.
I knew
Sean
Ehrlich wasn't going to
McVay,
let
the
that
nigga literally
slide.
told him no. I didn't want you. They signed off on Todd Simpson. They got force fed that nigga.
Wait, is he justifying a pick?
Yeah, he talking
It
about
sounds
something.
like
Sean McVay and Stafford signed off on Todd Simpson. Shut up, man. You sound stupid. And I got 2 more years of my career, 3 tops. I want a nigga that hold a clipboard behind me. Shut up, Bama. You just be talking.
All right, Trey. Did you already give your least favorite draft, Trey? Was that you?
No, I didn't give mine yet, but I did. I agree with early on the Rams.
Trent, did you give yours?
Hey, I'm the only one. It's pull up Miami shit, bro. Look, that Miami shit.
Oh my God, I forgot about Miami.
Miami's
Yeah,
really ass. That shit is ass.
Yeah, no, that was horrible.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. All right, let's go to Miami. All right, go ahead and go off.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. Like, okay, Jacob Rodriguez getting the third, cool.
They got Chris Bell.
Yeah, they got Chris. Yeah, that's fine. Damn, they had mad niggas in the back. I ain't even peeped.
Yeah, they had a lot of picks.
Come on, Jesus Christ.
I don't think that this is an awful draft. It's just that you're really betting on Caleb Proctor. That's what it comes down to.
I think the first 2 picks, really the first pick, really threw that shit off with everybody else though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like the fact that you can give a redshirt season to Chris Bell. I like the Kevin Coleman Jr.
I like
pick
the
as
Kevin
well.
Coleman Jr. pick. What's his name? I like Caleb Douglas a little bit, but like I just think the first Chris Johnson is cool. I don't think he was better than certain corners that went in the second round over him. But like
arguable,
at 12,
yeah,
it's a swing. It's a swing on Caden and his trades for sure.
Not
that's just as bad as Ty Simpson.
Bama still going.
I think the Ty Simpson shit. I think the Ty Simpson shit is by far the worst shit. Nah,
Caden Proctor's not that far off though.
No, it's not. No. It's no. Not especially for what the Rams got, because we all thought that this is a luxury pick for the Rams. Blase. You can go get anybody, best player available, and you take Ty Simpson.
Man, the first round pick they had in years, dog. Them niggas they've been selling the first round picks like hotcakes over the last couple of years.
There's no way.
Oh, great.
You take Ty Simpson right here. That's not even possible. That's not possible.
I'll say my least favorite would be the Jaguars personally. I thought that they could have gone a lot of different ways with a lot of their picks. I didn't like the Nate pick as far as the tight end is concerned. I still like Pregnon was a value for me, at least from where he was graded. That's the only thing that I liked. Regis wasn't a day 2 interior defensive lineman as far as that. I think they overdrafted Husky. I didn't like what they ended up doing with their limited amount of selections, especially compared to some teams that did have limited amounts. Like I liked a lot what the Packers did with where they took their targets and getting Cease, getting McClellan, getting Danny Dennis Sutton, even Damani Jackson on day 3. Like there's a way to have a good draft with limited draft capital. I think the Jaguars were not able to do that.
Brother Bam, are you here?
Yeah, I'm out here. Y'all hear me real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead. He said he's trying to cook early.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna cook up real quick because see, when people just be screaming, they don't make no sense behind it. First off, the Rams aren't a dysfunctional franchise. So for you to think that they just make decisions based off of what they want to do, like they the Carolina Panthers, poo-poo on you. Number 2, they would never be in contention to get none of them top QBs you screaming about because why? Matthew Stafford, he still has 2 to 3 years of life in them, so they're always going to be Super Bowl contenders. So this was going to be the only time they have a middle of the pack pick like this because every other time they're going to be pick 20 or something. All right. The reason why you get him right now is maybe he could learn and sit behind because at the end of the day, I'm not just finna sit here and do cartwheels while I still got Matt Stafford who isn't even signed yet early. So I'm not finna do cartwheels over drafting a young quarterback on them, especially in the NFL where you got to protect people's ego. So yes, of course McVay is not finna be like, hooray, we got Ty Simpson because you still got a nigga with 2-3 years of life left in him and you trying to do what? Compete for a Super Bowl. So now I'm going to get the best quarterback I could possibly get available, have him sit behind Matthew Stafford because regardless whether we got Mekhi Lemon or not, that receiver room is still going to be good with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. So what we going to do? We going to get the best player available right now for our situation. And again, they're going to sign off on it because they're not a dysfunctional franchise. They probably already talked to Matthew Stafford. They talked to McVay, but for the most part, McVay is just not going to do a backflip over a quarterback while you still got a legit 38, 39-old quarterback that you got a plan for the future with. It's this chess, not checkers. Now you go because you screaming about something that you don't know. It's not the fucking Browns, it's the Rams. Let's move on, man.
Yeah, no,
Oh, you have no retort? Oh,
Bama said a bunch of shit that he don't have no proof of. That's what he said.
they did talk to Matthew. It did come out. They talked to Matthew.
What are you talking about? That's the truth. Yeah, you're right. All of that's the truth. They told Matthew Stafford we're driving Todd Simpson, and he said, "I guess I have no choice."
No, they did. They did talk to him. They did talk to him.
They have to talk to him eventually. I mean, they have to say something to him, but I don't mean he wanted that pick. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Matthew Stafford would have rather had Keon Sadiq, or he would have rather had Mekhi Lemon be there. I'm pretty sure, or O lineman. We could have went Monroe Fleming. This is my guess. You know. They planning for the future early.
Coming up next year.
Bama, I do apologize. Just real quick. Do you believe that Ty Simpson can be a franchise quarterback?
I don't know. Like, it's still so. This is the thing with Ty Simpson, right? The first 8 weeks, yeah. If you would have asked me that, like, yeah. But like, obviously, if they took him in the first round, I guess the rib and shoulder injury thing had to be true. But if we base him off the first 8 weeks, which is crazy because the last quarterback we did that with a small sample size was Trey Lance, right? I mean, if you base him off them weeks, bro, those were some NFL throws he made. You know what I mean? Them tight window throws, because that's what they like. They like them tight window timing throws. You feel me? And Ty Simpson was delivering those passes. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, Ty Simpson is tricky, bro, because what I was basing Ty Simpson's success off of is because how he able to pass the ball, how Milroe couldn't. So I was gonna be like, he was gonna be better for Alabama in that situation. The NFL is a real tricky place, bro. Like, I mean, if he's somewhere like the Rams, good receiver core, Puka. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. Jeff Goff or franchise QB. I mean, shit, bro. Like,
you think he got that kind of touch on his passes?
No. I mean, the nigga's so unsure about Ty Simpson. It's nasty. Like, and this nigga went 13, and you're the most unsure about this nigga. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they got this. Maybe I don't know. They like this about him. Who knows? Because again, they said the last few weeks of his career, he was hampered by a bad throwing shoulder and a broke rib. So I'm unsure because obviously that got to be true.
That don't justify 13, bro.
What do you?
Don't.
That's what I'm saying, Marty McFly. Like, y'all niggas like walk me. No, just let him talk. That nigga suck. And it's okay. You did all that to say I don't believe in the nigga. I don't believe in the nigga for real.
That's why I asked the question. The pick only makes sense if you think he can be a franchise quarterback.
Had a whole cyst in his spine and dropped 6 rounds, my nigga.
Which it's going to be nice for us. I think we're going to be able to give him a red shirt season, let him chill out.
He had a whole cyst in his spine, fucking up his nerves and shit. I'm not trying to hear that Todd Simpson shit after he's playing like ass the second half of the season and he still went 13. That's bullshit. Hell no.
Him going 7th round was disgusting to me. I hated that whole thing.
Todd Simpson going 13?
That's
fuck out of here. That shit not even. Fuck out of here.
Trent, do you think in the long run, especially if, and we're saying for sure Garrett Newsey gonna be healthy, do you think he gonna be a better quarterback? Who gonna be a better quarterback? Him or Ty?
I thought Nuss was better than him before this season.
Yeah,
I had Nuss as my quarterback too in the class.
So imagine getting him in the 5th round as the Rams. Will be a and now there's no pressure. Getting him no, he's 7th round. I know he's 7th round. I'm saying you could have got him 5th or 6th round.
Oh yeah,
the Rams.
Yeah,
no pressure. No pressure.
If Ty would have played like this, if Ty would have played like how he did the first half, the entire season, I can justify him going 13. Like, I can justify it. But that shit didn't happen at all. As soon as the second half of the season started, whole different turnaround. He looked like dog shit. So it's like, I don't know how he still was.
I mean, we also had no run game either, bro. And then it was like the first year. Who cares?
I don't think LSU had a run game either.
We're worried about the ability. Fuck what he had around him. We're worried about the ability. Does he have the ability to run a Sean McVay offense? Does he have that ability and be successful at it? Because Sean McVay had a number 1 overall pick quarterback, and because he wasn't enough, got rid of him. We're speaking about who Sean McVay is. He literally got rid of Jared Goff after they got to a Super Bowl because he couldn't do enough.
Well,
that's really what it was.
So, Bama, you mentioned with Puka Nacua. So, do you think that he could be a franchise quarterback with the Rams?
with what he got around him, yeah.
Just because you
Okay,
got
so
the
then
weapons
that's
around,
that's a justification for the pick then.
But what I'm saying is, I don't want it to be misconstrued of, oh, is he a top 5 QB or whatever the case
I'm not
may
saying
be.
that. Yeah, I'm not
Nah, he
saying
top
that.
probably
20, top
won't be a
30.
Is he
top
a
5
franchise quarterback?
QB.
Is he a franchise quarterback?
Yeah, yeah.
Mama, who had the best draft in your estimation?
Who had the best draft?
Yeah. A popular pick
I
so
ain't gonna
far have been
lie,
the Jets
bro.
and the Browns.
Yeah, Jets cut up. I like the Browns, what the Browns did. I like what the Cowboys did too, boy. They moved up to get Caleb Downs, bro. That's major. That show Jerry ain't playing no more, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them jumping up to steal Caleb Downs, bro, that's epic right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was they made some good picks. Buccaneers cut up in them late rounds too. Yeah.
Who had the worst
I
draft?
mean, worst draft. I mean, bro, we won't know until we really know. I'll say the
Well, it's
Jags.
the same thing with the best draft.
Yeah, Yeah, you could have got a couple that's niggas true. later, dog. You could have got a couple niggas later. Drafts are coming up, man. That's Drafts coming up. That's all. That's my biggest problem. I mean, I'm not just gonna say the Rams had a bad draft. I mean, if you just think they could have got something else, something different. But Ty, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, Ty was still projected a first round quarterback. So I mean, but you got there. So what I'm saying is that because of Matthew Stafford, you got niggas in the draft. You got niggas like Jaden Maab, or you got niggas like Brendan Sorsby, or you got Julian Saint. Like there's guys later on in the next 2 years you can get late first rounds, late second rounds, and just let them sit and be your quarterback. This your first time in a while where you got like you said, the Rams might have another top 15 first round pick. When you are a team that is a Super Bowl contender and you get a top 15 first round pick, you spam that for something you can use right now. Because we might not get another first round pick this high in 2 or 3 years. Why not go with something else that you need right now instead of getting something that because we already know from the back you're gonna sit behind. They already fixed their needs. They got Trent McDuffie. Like so add to your receiver core,
Well, yeah,
add to your
that's the
tight
thing.
end
I mean,
core, add to your running back core, add to your D line, add to your corners, add to your safety. They running backs are good enough. They running backs are good enough.
this is the thing. This is the thing. The only two ways that this pick makes sense is if Ty Simpson's a franchise quarterback or they win the Super Bowl this year.
And even that shit about you saying like, oh, he was like, he ain't gonna be jumping for joy. Dog, he literally like you don't. Here's the thing. So you rather did what you saying to me. You rather save Matthew Stafford feelings now, but put a concern and your future quarterback, then at least say, hey man, let's get to work, man. We love having you. Like because that ain't gonna hurt Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford ain't fucking Kirk Cousins. He ain't gonna hurt his feelings. Look at them quarterbacks. Look at them quarterbacks you just named in the future, bro. Like you just said, Sorsby, bro. Like them is just wasted picks, bro. We know what those guys are gonna be. The only quarterback you can get DeMar Williams from Washington late first round. You get early late second round. You could probably go with it. I like Jaden Maab from USC. I think he got more ability than Todd Simpson for the future. More upside. There are some guys. I doubt it. And Jaden Maab is in your own back home. He's in LA right now.
He's like 5'8", bro.
All I'm saying early, them first. I'm talking about Jaden Maab. Who you talking about? I'm talking about for USC. 5'8".
Ain't he short?
I think you talking about DeMar Williams, but DeMar Williams 6'1". I know you talking about DeMar Williams.
No, I think Maaba's short. I'm
all it is early. Maaba's 6'4". He not short at all. I know how the NFL like them tight window throws. Dudes don't throw the ball like how Ty Simpson do. You know, you're talking about the court. You talking about from Vanderbilt. Out of every I'm talking about Jordan Maav from USC. You talking about the Vanderbilt quarterback, ain't you? Yeah, you talking about the Vanderbilt quarterback.
Yeah, I did want to ask Swiper how he felt about the Broncos draft because we didn't talk about it much. Obviously, this first round pick is spent on Jalen Waddle, but actually, I think it's kind of a little bit similar just because I didn't love a lot of the selections. I think it's a little bit similar to the Rams where it's like, hey, we feel like our roster is ready to roll right now, and this is maybe a little bit tweak. I think Jonah Coleman's a solid pick, though. How do you feel about that Broncos draft, Swiper?
Well, I mean, Tyler, Onyenim. Yeah. I think he's a good pick. That's fine. They replacing obviously John Franklin Myers. You know, for them it's just rotational value. They never want to be sleeping on their front seven. Their front seven is going to be top of the league again, either one or two. So I think adding value there is fine. I thought Jonah Coleman was a 3rd-round pick. I had him on a day 2 going. Paiva. There you go. That's the other person. I had Jonah Coleman going earlier than that. Some people had him as their RB2 in this draft. The only issue with Jonah is that he's like 5'9", 225. He's literally like
he's a bowling ball.
Yeah. But the numbers on him though, missed tackle rate, excellent. He doesn't fumble the ball. He's great in pass blocking. He's great on 3rd down. So I think the issue is D-Mac. They just said, like, if J.K. Dobbins goes down, we cannot be without a running game again. So now they got 3 legitimate running backs that they can hand the ball off to. I actually thought Justin Jolly in the 4th round was a great pickup for them. Like, he's 6'4", he's 240 pounds. He's a great receiving threat at the tight end position. You add him into the rotation. But, they didn't have a lot of picks. So, some of this is just they're hoping Jahdae Barron continues to take a step forward. Pat Bryant is healthy this year. They just really, for them, draft value and they draft production. If you're a good player in college, Cage Casey, he's the first tackle they've drafted or offensive lineman they drafted in since 2017. That's just not been their bag. And so we'll see. Yeah, I think they had a good draft overall, but there's not going to be anybody that pops off the board until you get into the season. It's damn, the Broncos are really deep. I think that's going to be the way it rolls for them. Somebody in the chat, $10 super chat, Joy Fernandez, $10. Hey guys, love the show. Wanted to ask Swipa what he thinks about my Patriots draft if it basically guarantees that AJ Brown is going to New England and his thoughts on if we be the best in the AFC East. And D-Mac and Kenyon earlier, I would love for y'all to fill in here too. And Bama, if you're still there, I personally, when I look at what the Patriots did, I think they did have a good draft. It's not like a lot of standouts, but I do think Caleb was a good ad. You need to improve your offensive line. Getting Yakas, as D-Mac said, I think is a good defensive line depth. Eli is potentially like a really solid 3rd tight end that you're adding to your room in the 3rd round. Now, he could end up being the starter in the long term, but you already have a couple tight ends there. I think that's a good get for them. He's also a good pass blocker. They get Prenti for depth at the corner position. They get Crownover, offensive tackle depth. And they get Nnamdi Obiazor, who's a linebacker from TCU. He actually was a good player as well. And then they get Jam Miller, more backup running back situations. I think it was fun. Personally, I do think that A.J. Brown more than likely is going to end up in the Patriots, though. But we haven't talked about it, y'all, so you might as well. Bam, are you still here?
Yeah.
Y'all, this Mike Vrabel situation is not a small thing. I do our due diligence to discuss it. Kenya, he's currently, the whole thing that's happening right now with Diana Rossini. She's no longer working with The Athletic. There are multiple pictures that have come out at this point.
Every single
over 6 years, and somehow it keeps getting worse every time.
6 year period. They got caught at a bar 6 years ago. They got caught at a resort a couple weeks ago. They got caught in another situation. Apparently,
she was throwing a party for him in a pool. It's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff happening, and it got so big, Kenny, that it went from Diana, this did not happen, to resigning, to these allegations are not true, to Mike Vrabel not addressing it until another picture came out. And what it sounds like is that somebody got in his ear and it's like, yo, we have more. So how you want to do this?
You seen the interview of her interviewing him?
Yeah.
Now that you know what you know, it was such a nasty interview. It was so much like cheeky winking and your wife's just an athlete. It was nasty.
But then what happened is Mike Vrabel said he had to do a press conference, y'all, where he didn't say that these allegations are true, but what he did say is, I'm disappointed. He took the day off on Sunday, which was the last day of the draft, to seek counseling. And I just want you to know, from a reference standpoint, when this has happened historically, we had this happen with old boy in Cincinnati when Jaguars' old head coach, Ohio State, D-Mac.
Mm-hmm. Urban Meyer,
yeah.
Lost a job. Now, he lost a job because he kicked the kicker, but that's part of why he lost a job.
We got to be clear. He lost a job because the Jaguars were fucking terrible while he was the head coach.
But
he just happened to also do these things in addition to why they were also terrible.
Yes, D-Mac. Yes.
That's the reason why he lost his job.
Right.
And then obviously very recent with Sharon Moore and everything that happened. Now
Ime too. Ime.
Like this.
Okay, so a report came out that she made that up and they dropped all the charges, but he in a halfway house.
Who?
So I'm so confused off of that whole Sharon Moore situation.
Well, no, but the Sharon Moore, the thing about it is that there was the reason why it went as bad as it did is because they found trails of money that Sharon had passed on to this person. Like there was paper trails.
Yeah,
literally.
From the in the athletic office, payments of tens of thousands of dollars going to this person. So like,
and a raised.
Her
position.
He
gave her a better position.
Right. That whole thing happened, and then
that she wasn't qualified for.
D-Mac, what is the Michigan State head coach? There used to be a college.
Yes, the Michigan State head coach. He was hooking up with some sexual assault survivor.
The black. It was a black. Was that the black dude, or was that the dude? That was the one before.
It was a black guy. Oh my God, what's his name?
They can't help themselves.
That's my mom's on too.
My thing is, maybe it's an image thing. If you don't, because I ain't gonna lie, like
Mel Tucker with
Mel Tucker.
She was a sexual harassment against Brent. Well, allegation against Brenda Tracy.
Yeah, she was an activist.
Yeah, Title IX, all kind of stuff. Yeah. So what I'm trying to paint a picture of you all is Mel Tucker gone, and then obviously Moore gone. Urban Meyer, many different things, gone. Okay.
Ime was gone.
Ime was gone.
And again, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, Sharon Moore messed it up for black coaches in the future in Michigan. I hate that happened because he was their first ever black coach. He was their first ever black coach.
Yeah, he's young too. I think like 38.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This comes down to one thing. Mike Vrabel just went to the Super Bowl. His job is safe. If he continues to win games, his job is safe.
He's also employed by the Patriots, who find themselves in a scandal every 5 years.
And he's also employed by an owner who got caught in a scandal in Florida.
Yeah, there's not much moral grandstanding that.
I don't understand. Like he just seems so much. When guys do this, maybe it's an image thing, and it's like it just looks better to be with my wife. He seems so much happier with her. Like, bro, just if you don't want to be with your wife, don't be with your wife no more. Like, niggas be doing that. Like, why do we force ourselves? You come home to something you know you're not happy with. You see,
that reminds me.
He was genuinely happy with her. Even when you watch the interview, this man adores this woman. When they had the interview, and then you see the pictures, like this man is happy with this woman, bro. Just leave your wife if it's that serious.
Early, that reminds me of the power clip where he tells his wife, I don't know why you
I just lost the love of my life. Can you have some sympathy? I just lost the love of my life. He told his wife, I just lost the love of my wife. Can you have some sympathy, Tasha? God damn it, Tasha. I lost the love of my life. Have some sympathy. But nah, I mean, sometimes, bro, some people are better as friends, though. Like, they probably wouldn't have that same relationship.
Not friends. They were not friends.
That is his soulmate. Hey, Swiper, what's the it was a CNN. That's his soul, baby. Was it CNN? Who is the
no,
it was the news reporter.
Yeah, the ABC
They
News.
left they rolled up in the sunset and they've been happy ever since. They said, fuck this job. We gonna choose us.
They mashed up.
It was TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, and just to give people they were in an affair. They got caught at a bar being dumb, and then what happened is that they were both married. They both then got divorces. Now they're getting married to each other. They're married now, and they both got fired, mind you. They
told them, hey, either y'all stay together or y'all fired. They was like, cool, we out of here.
No, but I just want y'all to know, okay? This is just my advice. I grew up in Bama. We're the same age, Bama. I grew up in the Tiger Woods scandal in 2009. Okay, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
it to me didn't make sense. You're a billionaire. You got Buick. He has Sprint. The fact that you have these women calling your home phone, and you're out in public with adult entertainers and other. Why? Be secret about it. I said on Twitter, a Holiday Inn is cheap. You got free breakfast, and nobody's gonna find you there.
First of all,
why are you at a bar?
Tiger Woods is
I
a
was
billionaire.
more so mad at Tiger because they was mid though. Like you had
no.
He had a couple of them.
Two things. Swiper. First of all, Tiger Woods is a billionaire. I would have had 365 payphones. Okay, every time you call me, new number tomorrow. New number tomorrow. I had 365. Every time you call this number,
you would have
like the self-destruct with the James
transferring drugs from Colombia to the U.S.
It'd have been like the self-destruct. You ever seen James Bond? This message will self-destruct. Throw that phone in the air once I talk to you. New number tomorrow. On top of that, listen, this is me in the black community. We weren't even mad at Tiger because he cheated. We were just mad because they was all white women. Like, if I work in the pizza shop, can I get a burger every now and then? Like, damn, swipe. You like, damn, none of them are black. You ain't get an
Bro,
Asian
cue
in there.
ball, all 14
You ain't get a Hispanic.
men,
All
bro.
white.
I was so disappointed, bro. Like,
No, but
they was
Kenny, my
all
whole
mean.
At a pizza shop, go
my
home, and
whole
then
point
eat more
in
pizza.
bringing this
Could you
up is
imagine
to
that?
say,
D-back?
if the NFL is going
Change
to
it up.
maintain,
Goddamn, Tiger.
if the NFL is going to maintain consistency, this can't
They're
just
not.
be like
They're
Vrabel,
not.
go to counseling.
They're not.
If you're sleeping, if you're allegedly having an affair with an NFL reporter, meaning you're getting inside information.
We all know she is.
It's not a small thing.
But that's why
a
she
big
lost her
deal.
job, but he's a head coach, and they're gonna wave it away,
NFL
bro.
keeps saying that they're not going to investigate him, and I think that is just utter bullshit. There's clear tampering going on here, and what makes it even worse is the fact that she then had a baby in 2021 and named him Mike, and then I don't know if any of you saw that.
Oh man,
Laying in niggas' faces.
Yeah,
that's wild.
They matched up the time in which the baby could have been conceived, and yes, she wasn't natural at the time. Early, they matched up a different tweet in which they were in the same place at the same time, and the day after she tweeted out something like "What a day." Bruh, the replies to that tweet had me rolling. This is crazy. Every single one of her digital footprints got worse and worse every single time somebody overturned the stone. I've never seen anything like it. This is one scandal.
I'm saying, if you like her that bad, she named her kid after you, Mike. Just leave your wife, man. Tell your wife, look. If you ever seen Harlem Night, he called his wife and said, "I'm never coming home."
He loves multiple women. That I'm not even saying nothing about that. That's not even like I don't even care. I'm saying NFL, you have a head coach that's with a reporter who's one of the biggest in the game, who got inside information to all the coaches. That's tampering. That's a big deal. That's cheating.
You just know. Hey, look, I just know they met up after he lost the Super Bowl. He probably came home. His wife was like, "Why you so happy you lost the Super Bowl?" He was like, "Man, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It been all right. It was had a good day. I had a good day. You just lost the Super Bowl. Why you so happy?" I don't know. Just, shit happens.
He came back from that trip. He was like, "Hey, man, it's what it is."
And it'd be so fun to me because they go to public places out in the open, and it's
like people don't know who you are.
Like it's one thing. Obviously,
you're a 6'5" ex-linebacker. You're a little nigga, man. You're a big guy.
They thought that they were in a private little villa, like getaway type thing. It is what it is. The fact that they were throwing public pool parties across from a lot of NFL media and everybody knew about that happening. The fact that they were going out to bars and that insanity.
Playing with
just
fire. He let her interview
man,
him.
I'm calling my son by his middle name from now on, bro. Like
he let her interview him.
If I'm the husband, I'm hot, bro. Like
hey,
he let her interview him, and anybody can see. Anybody can see watching that interview. Oh, they fucking. Like, they know each other personally.
Hey, D-Mac, you looking at him while he getting milk out the fridge, like, damn, bro, he is kind of stout, bro. Damn, bro.
Hey, that man got a big muscular structure. I'm not gonna lie.
This nigga was just he literally. You are one of the most known, not only coaches but ex-Patriots player. Like, you're not gonna go to a resort, niggas gonna be like, "Ain't that Mike Vrabel? What that Mike Vrabel just passed me? Hey man, that was Mike Vrabel just passed me." Like, come on, Mike. What are you doing, man? Y'all be weird.
Diana's one of the biggest in the game. So everybody know. But I'm saying, like I said, y'all, I don't care about you cheating. Because guess what? Most of these dudes is cheating. No, I'm saying, but most of them are cheating.
Yeah, the NFL report is nasty.
Yeah, most of them is doing stuff. Like, trust me, on the media side, I know stuff I don't want to know. I mean, ain't got nothing to do with me. But the fact that you in a business and the whole business is based on information, and she's getting inside information from Vrabel.
Which is why she got fired.
But Vrabel getting information from Mercedes.
He should be fired.
That's just not how it works. He's a coach and he's getting paid to win games. Your job is to coach football and win games. As long as you keep doing that, you're gonna have your job. That's it.
D-Mac, the information couldn't have been that good because nigga, you couldn't stop the run in the Super Bowl. Say that much.
Well, you can have all the information you want to in the world.
Did she tell you slow down Kenneth Walker? Did she give you that information?
That's gonna work. You can have all the information.
They're going to run Kenneth Walker a lot in the Super Bowl. Did she give you that information?
Well, but early, that ain't no Kenneth
Hey, Mike, stack the box in the Super Bowl, Mike. Stack the box.
You can have all the information you want to. It ain't gonna make Will Campbell's arms longer. I tell you that right now.
Stack the box in the Super Bowl, Mike. Stack the box.
Yeah, she and just to be clear, I want to make sure for
Sorry,
reporting.
yes, she quit. I apologize.
so
yes,
for
she
reporting,
quit.
Well, she
She
probably would have got
resigned.
fired anyway. So
She
She was gonna get fired regardless.
you
because she couldn't
Y'all ever
provide
seen TV
information
shows
that
where they be
didn't
like,
say
"You're
her job,
fired." You like,
but she
"I got
quit.
fired. I quit."
Did
Nah,
quit.
you
but
fired.
if you
just-
resign, it's much different. And so resigning, there's a certain allocation of like on your record, money, severance, firing. And when so there's a lot of stuff that's implicated. So I want to make sure we're correct. We are a media show that she resigned. But
That
at
is
the
true.
same
And
time, go ahead.
I would say also, just to be technical, it's not a guarantee that she would end up getting fired.
Yeah.
Her contract expired at the end of July. They
Yeah.
probably would have just continued to play out the string, but allowed it to keep going until her contract expired, so that way she didn't even have to get fired from that standpoint. She chose to resign, and that is the way it went.
We
Yeah,
apologize. She did resign. She
Yeah.
is unemployed, but she's still employed at Mike Braver's house. Tell you that much.
No, she's not. Unless his wife knew.
He can't be now because he threw her on the bus basically. So
Well, he never acknowledged it though. He hasn't acknowledged it.
That'd be my whole thing. Like, you be so in love, but in the moment the fire hit the fan. I don't know her. I don't even know her like that. Yeah, I bet.
But I'll be honest with you.
I named my son Mike.
If he win a Super Bowl, he gonna be like, you know what? I think it's time to divorce my wife and go ahead with Diana Rossini and feel better. He just need the cover to be able to do keep his job. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Nah, it's the
Take
secrecy
a
that
step
makes it
from
what
Bill,
it is,
man.
though.
Bill said, "I don't care. Love is love."
Man, it was like they were having a great time out in public. I don't know if
it's
it's
the secrecy that they. It's 6 years.
Six
They
years
sticking around that much.
see the
6
clip
years,
of her
y'all.
saying,
6 years, y'all together. That is a relationship.
That's a relationship.
see the clips of what she was saying about her husband though. That
Yeah,
made it
that
all
makes sense.
worse.
Yeah.
Nasty. That digital footprint
Yeah.
is terrible. That's why she had to delete the Twitter. It's like that Wale quote tweet. She was like, "I gotta go. It's over."
So he been getting inside information for 6 years, and he still drafted Will Levis. Hey man, move around, Mike Braver. You wasn't using the right information,
It
Mike.
wasn't his pick. That's why him and the GM fell out. Was one of the reasons. Him and AJ Brown as well.
Here, this is the last one that like kind of blew it up. So just so we can, people can remember, like, this is the last thing that like came out for real. That's kind of like,
and he's confident.
Oh yeah.
He's physically a big human being.
yeah.
And it's a little startling at first.
Oh God.
Very normal, right? When
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
this to you, right?
These
It's
are
like,
all facts, by the way, and we love Coach Vrabel, and he is. I mean, that's what I'd want out of my football coach.
correct. His hands are the size of.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I see that one. I did not see that
I
one.
saw her in those clips talk more about him, his physicality, and his personality than football on most of these clips. But I'm
Not
saying
good.
His hands, his shoulders. You basically said you seen his meat. I'm sorry. I'm fault, PC. I'm sorry, PC. I'm sorry, PC. That's every way to say I've seen it. I've seen it. That's what she was saying. I've seen it. That's all she was saying. I'm sorry, PC. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But like I said, y'all, this doesn't matter. I don't believe Kenya. I don't care about I don't care. Justice is justice. She had to resign. He still got his job, even though we know he probably benefited more from that relationship than she did. Because this affected a lot of stuff. Like now I got inside information on free agents, availability, coaches that are going to be available, assistant coaches that are going to be available, draft information. Think about Rossini spends time in Denver. She would be in Denver all the time talking to Sean Payton. So was she passing information to him?
Well, she wasn't sleeping with him. At least we know that for sure. And if you're gonna cheat on your wife, at least cheat on her with somebody who's better looking.
I haven't seen Vrabel's wife. Is she ugly?
I mean, but you in the same industry.
She's a
you
nice
got the
looking
same
woman.
schedule.
Oh, okay.
Like she can travel. Like
They was so obvious. It's like it's
well,
crazy.
we didn't know. We didn't know until 2 months ago. We didn't know
They
until 2
didn't even
months ago.
try. It was so obvious.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. It was that obvious until 2 months
But
ago.
in hindsight, boy, it's
They're
obvious.
both certified thieves. Cheat on somebody.
It's like the end of a Saw movie when they finally show the whole puzzle. It's like, dun, 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 dun. No, he's all the time. She always was. Come on, man. He like, yeah. But what about his coaching? I don't know. But his arms. He's a physically just a big man. But what about his coaching? I don't know. But his hands were so big. Like, Shorty, what are you talking about?
It's not good. It's not good.
I think this is just smoke for the Pats organization. This is just a lot for them to deal with. And again, I'm going to continue to say it. This is a big deal, D-Mac. I know that the NFL probably not going to do nothing. This means this.
Pathetic.
We've seen other Mel Tucker, Sharon. We've seen this. It affects everybody else. But don't you even try to tell me this ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but they're saying that they're not going to investigate him because he doesn't have an ethical mandate in his contract. That's what I've been hearing.
It's a reporter.
That's what I've been hearing. It's not in his contract.
It's not like a woman that just works at the facility. This is someone with.
She doesn't work in the NFL though, so it's not like it's not within the company.
No,
I just know Bill Belichick.
I disagree too. Like I'm with you, Cypher. I disagree.
But I'm just telling you that's their technical thing. Is like she is not technically within the NFL. This is not a person that is within the business structure. Mike Vrabel is independently employed by the New England Patriots. There's nothing for us to say that we have to discipline him for.
Yeah,
Infidelity
but
alone.
Ryans, he would have been fired 2 weeks. He would have been fired the second the picture came out.
I just know that somewhere Bill Belichick is at home watching this, doing the Leonardo DiCaprio gif. The whoop, whoop, hey,
That's me.
Hey. I was like, come on, man.
Bill was like, hey, man, when you got 6 of these rings, you could just have her on the sideline calling plays with you. Yeah, that's how you really you can do that.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey. I know that move. That's
and
sad,
like I say,
man.
y'all, this happens on every team, every staffer. This is human nature. We do this. Okay, so like it is what it is. Like I'm not even like condemning that. I'm saying I think this is very suspicious. I'd be curious to see what the NFL does, how they handle it. He went to counseling. What's today? Sunday. He's in counseling today. He's in counseling today. So we'll see.
If it's his baby, it's not gonna fix nothing. You can go to counseling.
I wonder. I mean, the next shoe in theory, the drop would be like either his wife or, which it doesn't sound based on everything we've heard so far, it doesn't sound like anything's gonna happen there. Or Diane Rossini's husband is going to make this a bigger deal, and we'll see if that happens.
I feel like
Mike
Mike.
He telling the therapist, man, my wife found out about the love of my life today.
You know what I think though, and this is nasty, but I think Mike's wife already knows. She probably mad at him. Like, why you so obvious about it though? Like, damn, why you so hot about it? Like, I feel like she probably been with Mike long enough that she know what Mike wants, but she probably mad at Mike because he's so loud about it. Like, damn, now you got me looking at that.
Definitely knew. I think her husband definitely knew. He probably the one who hired that private investigator. I think it was definitely her husband who went as far as to hire that private investigator. You don't just sit on a picture like that for 6 years.
He's a big time executive, so he might
just
be like, "Hey, we're laying the groundwork for divorce. We'll see."
You blowing up the spot. You know them rich families. They be knowing. They just don't. They just be mad. You loud about it. Like, come on, man. Now you gotta be looking bad, man. You couldn't keep it to yourself. Damn, Mike.
Yeah, one thing I don't like though, again, Kenny, I don't like inconsistency, man. So if you're doing it to other coaches, the other coaches got to deal with it. Then you just,
Well, have we? I know that we talked about it as far as the other coaches. Have we seen a head coach that was fired strictly for infidelity? Because again, I think Urban Meyer was fired because he was doing a bad job with the Jaguars. That is just me.
No, but he was. Go ahead.
I will say, I think in the past. It all depends on the situation too. I think a lot of times, just like this, you're messing with somebody who's in the same media as you, and that could be a conflicting. Because I think even like with the situation that happened with Ime, you messing with somebody that's on the staff. Right. So it ain't just about the infidelity. It's also about you messing with somebody. I think it'd be way different if this girl was a nurse that worked in Boston. Like that's different.
Nobody would care.
Yeah, but she works in the same media as you. So like Swiper said, most of these cheating allegations, they're always with somebody who's in the same field as them, and that's status quo. That creates a problem. So I think that's probably the reason. It ain't just about the infidelity, but it's about who you mess with in the infidelity. And every time in the past, they have met with somebody in the same field as them. Like
it's not the same media. The rule is you cannot mess with somebody in the same media up under you. Like they gotta either have a same title as you, but they can't be up under you. That's why Sharon Moore gave old girl that promotion. Because normally on college campuses, you have to mess with your equal, but you can't mess with somebody that works for you. Like, so if you a program coordinator, that means you can't mess on the temp girl, whatever the case may be. A lot of the time, so with Vrabel, even though she's in sports media, like what D-Mac said, she don't work for the Patriots or the NFL. and she's not up under him. So
But it's normally just frowned
like
upon
you
bad when they
said,
deal
it's
with
just
somebody in the
Ray
same
will fuck
field
it
as you.
off on his spare
Oh no,
time.
don't get me
It's
wrong.
normally
It's
bad to
absolutely
deal with somebody in the same field as you, though.
it's frowned upon. It's a terrible decision. It's a stupid move.
Because
I'm just saying I don't know if it's grounds for firing. That's my only thing.
Because like what D-Mac said, the only reason that picture with Urban Meyer with the finger on the butt or whatever is because they had just lost to the Cleveland Browns and you in the club right after y'all lost to the Cleveland Browns doing that, bro. Like what? Like, bro, y'all only got one win on the season. What are you talking about?
Not to mention, again, she's in the same field as she's an NFL reporter. She's not an NBA reporter. She's not an MLB reporter. She's an NFL reporter.
Yeah,
It
but
is
she don't
frowned
work for the
upon
employed
to
by
be
the
dating
NFL.
somebody in the same field as you unless you're a WNBA player. That's okay. But
It's
other than
AJ
that,
Brown thing for me. That
it
was
is
the only
frowned
thing.
upon.
It's
It's
a
the
bad
AJ Brown thing for
decision.
me.
I'm
That's
just
all.
saying if she's not in the NFL field in the NFL offices, if she's not literally employed by the NFL, I don't know if you're
But
gonna
you're an
find the
NFL
grounds.
reporter who deals with other
And
teams. Like
I just
that
want
is. Come
I
on,
want to
y'all.
be
That's
You can
insider trading.
you can argue the conflict. I'm
That's
not saying
insider
that. I'm just
trading.
saying the grounds for the firing. I think is the part that's it's not going to come to fruition.
and just to be clear here, Dave Canales back in the day also admitted that he had some infidelity in his past. When him and his wife and all that stuff. So like I said, this is not unique. You know what I mean? This stuff happens unfortunately, and well, I don't know, unfortunately, whatever. But I don't know what the word to use there. But like it just happens. Again, cool.
It's a
Diana
decision.
Rossini. It works within she's one of the biggest media heads in the industry. That just seems at least that's problematic. But again, maybe to your point, D-Mac, NFL is like, hey, it happens. Roger's making $35-40 million a year. We're all powerful. We all got bread. We all fly all over the place.
Also, I might have got AI. This James Pierce situation. Is it true that the charges drop or that's AI?
No, it's the charges are probably going to be dropped if he enters a some sort
Deferral
of
program. I think it
program.
was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and
All charges?
Rakia apparently also signed off on that, like that she doesn't want him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did, but whatever. I really wish she didn't, but I guess she just doesn't want to have to
deal with all the other sides. Yeah,
and she doesn't want to go through the Megan Stallion treatment. I get it.
And also want to make sure we're clear about this. When people do this, especially women that are victims of stuff, they don't always do this because I love them. Boo, boo, boo. It's just the headache of dealing with everything that happens after. It's just
because they will blame the media and people will blame her for ruining that man's life. Literally, literally.
It's just a lot
and she don't want that on her back. I've seen it before. They did it to Megan Stallion with Tory Lanez. I get it. Like I don't want to be you ruined this man's life. You could have gave him a second chance. So, but I don't know, man. That's scary, man. That's scary.
Yeah. That was but hope I will say most of the men and the people that work in the NFL are stand-up people and do a lot of great things in society. It's just obviously when you're in the public light and you're very young and you got a lot of money, it's just a lot of bad decisions that can be made. But y'all, this was actually a really good draft. I personally was happy with it. Who just quickly here, so I can do this. Who do y'all think was the best value pick in the first round from where they went and how good they are?
Ruben Bain for sure.
Mine's
Ruben Bain all the way through.
Caleb Downs at 11.
Both of those. I would also include Thieneman. I thought that was really good value
25
for the
or
Bears.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now access the works. Todd Simpson, come on. Everybody else.
Bain
Agree.
and Downs as well for sure.
Yeah, Kaden Parker. Yeah.
It's a reach in my opinion.
Round 2, I'm gonna go with CJ Allen falling that far was definitely not on my board, but getting him at 53 overall. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren getting him at 58.
Yeah. Avion Terrell falling in the middle of the second, I would say also is good value too.
Yep.
Denzel Boston? Yeah, I like
Boston.
Yeah.
I like Jacob.
Johns.
I think Jacob Rodriguez should have been a late first round pick, to be honest with you. So getting him in second round at all is good to me. I think he's a late first round pick, honestly.
Yeah, and then Colton Hood going to the Giants as well. That's also another good pickup, which is maybe why they didn't need to get Downs. They were just like, hey, we're going to get another corner or another DB here soon. Third round value, I will say
Emmanuel Pregnon was a guy I thought maybe could have snuck in the back in the first. So getting him in the third for me was a good value for the Jags.
Yeah, I like that pick.
I mean, it's Chris Bell. Getting Chris Bell at 94 is pretty crazy.
Take that swing. Yep.
I think for me, of course, it's the Panthers and us getting Chris Brazil for sure. Weirdly enough, again, Baltimore, I don't know what y'all doing over there. They go get Jacoby Lane when you could have got Chris Brazil. It's just more upside. Like neither one of them you're probably going to play right away, but just again, bad pick to get Jacoby Lane and then let us get Chris Brazil literally 4 picks later. Like I don't know what the Ravens been doing, man. They was weird.
I like the Zachariah Branch to the Falcons.
That was
Bud
good
Clark,
too.
yeah. Bud Clark just sounds like a dude that needs to play safety too. By the way, like that's just very much a safety name.
Bud Clark, yeah.
4th round, mine, Jamal McCoy.
I was about to say that's the one, number 1
if
pick.
he gets healthy. Yeah. I also will say Jonah Coleman. I think Jonah Coleman is like, I think he's going to be really good. Again, I thought I had a late second, 3rd round grade on him.
I like Mike Washington too in the 4th round.
Yep, Mike
I
Washington's a good
kind of
pick.
like Elijah Surratt.
Oh, in the 4th round?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Danny Sutton was a guy I thought could go on day 2, so getting him where they took him, I thought was really good value. Bryce Lance going where he did as well for the Saints, I like that one too. And then, I think those would be the 2 that stand out for me. And Devin Moore for the Cowboys too, I thought was a day 2 guy.
5th round.
You guys mentioned Jamal McCoy, right?
Yeah.
I've been talking about him. 5th round. I've been talking about him all off season. Tanner Kazoli, I can't say his last name, that played for Houston at tight end.
Coziel.
He's going to be one of the better tight ends in the league. I promise y'all that, dog. I'm telling y'all. And for him to go to Jacksonville, who kind of need that, man, I'm excited about that. I'm gonna keep my eye on Tanner, dog. I watched him in Houston all last year. 6'7", can move, wiggle, great hands, high point the ball. I love Tanner, dog. I love him.
Michael Taft. Was it Michael Taft Faye?
Just Michael Taft.
Michael Taft. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I like him too. For me, I loved our Emmett Johnson pick. He was a day 2 grade for me to take him in the 5th round, I should say. I definitely like that. And then for the Panthers, Zachary Wheatley, another guy I had a day 2 grade on. I liked him a lot for their safety room.
Yeah, make sure the audience can see this too, so they can keep in with us. I personally like the one where they Nicholas Singleton. You know what? You don't end up getting the running back you wanted in the 1st round, but you're able to wait till the 4th to get a dude that can maybe be a bell cow one day.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a good pick in the 5th round. 6th round value. Now this one is a little bit interesting.
Come on now.
I like the other Penn State running back, Katron Allen. I liked him more than Nicholas Singleton. They needed it, in my opinion, in the Commanders' room to add to the running backs. So I like that pick too. The other one for me, Harold Perkins Jr. going.
I was about to say Harold Perkins, the one.
Yeah.
My one.
If you could do old brick, like if you could just use him as a weapon to create chaos, I completely get it. And then also Jordan Vandenberg, Georgia Tech defensive tackle, who's an elite athlete going to the Bears.
He was a top guy too, D-Mac. That ACL injury, man, that shit. He was, now y'all say Perkins was a top 5 linebacker, like that type of guy. It just hurt my heart to know that he fell off so bad because of the injury, man.
I like the Malik Benson pick for the Raiders.
Yeah,
Raiders had a good draft. I will say that.
Arturo, I'll have to do that next time. I didn't know that CBS had that. 7th round.
Garrett Newsom. Garrett Newsy in the 7th. Gonna be good.
Yeah, I like the Garrett pick for us. We could just give him medical redshirt season because Justin Fields would be the primary backup this year. He could just come in, understand the league, sit, and I think you get good value of him to be a backup quarterback for us for some years to come. And if he has the flash in the game, maybe you can trade him towards the end of his contract as well. So I like that pick.
I bet you Sean McVay trades for him in 3 years.
I bet you too.
That'd be very funny. And then also Rashawn Benny for the Ravens, I thought was pretty good value there in the 7th.
Yeah, I thought 7th round's always hit or miss. I'm going to put my money on any of these people panning out. Miles Scott from Illinois went to the Broncos. He's going to be a safety depth player for the first few years of his career. But one thing I do know about Vance Joseph, he does a great job of developing talent in the back end. Go ahead.
One last one, Andre Fuller, I liked a lot out of Toledo. I think Mike McDonald will turn him into a viable corner too. And then I will say we obviously talked about the Terrell brothers and their moment that they had early on in the draft. Late in the draft, when they brought out the kid from Navy, Eli Heidenreich, to go ahead and be called up on stage and stuff, I thought that was a pretty cool draft moment. He came out with the terrible towel and everything, and it looked like the crowd was enjoying it too. So that was a pretty nice moment.
I like the Jam Miller pick. Jam Miller didn't get enough opportunities in Alabama, so I like that pick. I like the Deion Brooks pick too. I like the Deion Brooks pick too. That's a good wide receiver.
Shout out to my alma mater, East Carolina University. I like Anthony Smith in the 7th round too, going to Dallas. I got high hopes for him. I don't know what he could be truly becoming in the NFL, but man, I'm gonna go one of my guys.
Michael Trigg, by the way, got signed by the Cowboys. He did not get drafted, and so very raw player. Not the best athlete, but he's a good tight end.
So what I heard is he and I saw this a little bit on tape where if he doesn't get the ball, he doesn't really participate in the play. Not a good blocker, just isn't interested in doing it. And apparently he interviewed terribly across the board. So that's why he ended up not getting drafted.
Diego Pavia, same thing.
Cavaliers.
He talked himself out of being drafted. He talked way too much. I mean, they're really.
All I needed to see that draft listing. Oh, he 5'6". Yeah, I'm good. I don't need anything to have to do with that. I don't care what you say at that point. For me,
I ain't gonna lie. The fact that they lied all season had him at 6 foot and that man was 5'9". As men, I know women always say whatever size a man tell you he is height wise, he's an inch smaller. So if a guy say he's 5'10", he most likely 5'9". For a nigga to say they said he was 6 foot, Swiper. This nigga turned out to be 5'9". Who was lying? Like, I'm lying. Talking about just lying. I could see if he was 5'11", 5. They said he was 6 foot. He was every bit of 5. Could you imagine you meet a guy you online and he say he's 6 foot and you meet him and he 5'9"? How upset you would be?
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga, you added 3 more extra inches, Pauls? God,
you lie about something like that. That's just the stupidest lie ever. I don't care. I really don't care. Just
I haven't seen Diego Pavia get signed anywhere too. By the way, be honest. I haven't noticed that too. But he's the first Heisman finalist since 2014 to go undrafted. So.
But D-Mac, they were going to measure you in the line. At some point in time, they had to measure you in the count. You knew it was coming. You thought you were going to put lifters in your socks? They were going to measure you.
Hey, crazy. Die with the lie. And his draft day died with that lie.
Cooked them. I think at 6 foot, he probably go at the latest, probably a 3rd or 4th round. But that 5'9", I know people was like, oh, hell no.
Dylan Gabriel 5'9"?
Yes.
No, Dylan Gabriel,
he's
like 5'10". 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
But we already knew Dylan Gabriel was a little bit under 6 foot. You knew that. They said he was 6 all season long. It was Pavia 6 foot. 5'9" is so
early. Who was the biggest reach in the draft early?
Come on, man. Ty, and I ain't talking about the food. Ty Simpson was we'll look at this pick, and it's gonna be one of the dumbest picks we've ever seen. It's gonna be a waste of a 13th pick, and there's gonna be about 7 guys that went directly after him who are gonna produce immediately, and we're gonna say Rams could have had him. Even if you wanted to go, look, dog. Even if you wanted to say, I know we already got Verse. I know we already got Bryant Young. Shout out to that commercial they did with the Friday shit. That shit was cool. You could have went. I can get at 13. I can if I don't want to receive. Okay, cool. I can go get my man Bane and just make him and Verse on each other. Let's just have some fun now.
Right.
Now you just make it easier for yourself.
I love how the Rams don't act like for the last 12 weeks of the year they gave it 30 points a game. So that is fun. But they did get corners.
I mean, they feel like they solved it with the corners.
To me,
we'll get a guy at 13. We won't use no time soon.
Latifera, $2 super chat. Rams on BS. F them picks, and the 49ers are same. Go Hawks.
Yeah, Hawks did a good job, man. Way to win the Super Bowl and actually lose some things, replace some things. That price pickup was amazing, man. That's a good way to replace what you lost. That's what you're supposed to do. You replace what you lost. You don't replace what you already got.
Became a YouTube member, y'all. We had over 520 people that were on the show live today. This was a great episode, y'all. We will have more coming up next Sunday. D-Mac, Kenya, Early, Trent, Trey, and Bama all delivered great performances today. Make sure y'all continue to tap in with us. Make sure y'all continue to tap in with Splash Sports, y'all. The NBA season is heating up, obviously. We are in the middle of the playoffs, so make sure you tap in. This is the best DFS game that you can tap into, bar none. It is not you versus other players. It is you versus the house. So make sure you upload choice, and then you can get 100 deposit match up to $50 and 100% on quick boost. Make sure you tap in with Splash Sports and Player's Choice. Y'all know what time it is.
I give y'all a little trick with Splash Sports. If it's anything SGA, go more. Boy, go more.
Well, if
it's anything Jokic, Go less.
If SGA's in the game, he could get more. Yeah, bro. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this episode. Enjoy your Sunday. The NBA game, the NBA playoff games are happening right now. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, see you on the other side. We out.